gotta be kidding me. Come on. Hello. Hello, everybody. Hang on. Let me grab... Okay, nothing wants to work today. Hang on. Give me a second here, guys. Hang on. Sorry, chat. Nothing wants to particularly work. Hang on. Give me a second here, guys. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. Yes, so, hello everybody. Hi Lilac, hi Rama, how you guys doing today? As you can tell by the title, I am, unfortunately, until I am able to go to a doctor, which will be on Friday. So, until I am unable to go to a doctor on Friday, I am basically deaf in one ear. Yep, so I am essentially deaf in one ear. So I cannot hear anything out of my left ear. And that is just due to... it's just due to, like, excess earwax buildup. I mean, it's nasty, it's gross, but it's something I gotta be honest with you guys. So right now, stream is feels a little off for me, just because I literally cannot hear. So. Also, I'm glad that you're fine, Lilac. I'm glad that you're doing alright. Thank goodness it's just earwax. Yeah, it's just earwax. It's happened to me a couple of times. Also, I have a timer because some of my... Oh, no, I'm sorry. I think you'll do fine, Lilac. I think you'll do fine. So I have a little bit of a timer right now, because part of my dinner is still in the oven. So I have a timer for about, I want to say for about 10 minutes. So there we go. Okay. My teeth need to get fixed. Yeah, so I'll have fixed teeth. Honestly, I need to go to the dentist as well, so you're not alone there. So you're not entirely alone there. I too need to go to the dentist, and for me, it's mostly I need a deep cleaning. That's the thing I need, and I also need a replacement tooth, because I am missing one. Yeah, so I am missing a tooth, and I need it to be replaced. Hang on for a second. There we go. Sorry. Sorry, I'm still eating dinner. Let's see here. Yeah, so you can yeah, I can actually, yeah. Because I've had cavities filled in, and thank God I haven't had, like, a tooth removed or a root canal or anything like that. I just happen to have some cavities that need to be filled in. I got cavities in that molar. Oh, shit. Also, chat, I want to show you guys something that came in the mail today. So, I got something in the mail today that, basically, I ordered this off of Target, right? So I ordered this off of Target, and it is, and I wanted to do an unboxing for you guys, but I was also just, like, really excited to get it, because it is a toy that I've been waiting for since it was announced. I've been eagerly waiting for this. And now we finally actually have it. So let me pull it up on my webcam for you guys. Let me see here if I can reactivate. There we go. Okay, so what we have here, chat, is that this here is the Hammond Collection Spinosaurus. It is a figure that I have been waiting for such a hot while. Hang on, I am moving things over because this is kind of an impromptu setup for right now. This is a little bit of an impromptu setup. There we go. Open it up. And give me a second here. Sorry, you guys have to have a little bit of vertigo. I do apologize. Okay. But yeah, so here we have the Hammond Collection Spinosaurus. It is a toy that I have been wanting for a hot while. And I missed out on the pre-order ship for this guy. So, with this particular figure, right? Hang on. The spiny boy. Yes, the spiny boy. Hang on. I need to move my iPhone over here. There we go. That way you guys can see me. But yes, so what we have here, and I do apologize if I am a little bit far away from the mic. It is just because that is just how the setup is. So, let me see if I can adjust it. Alright, let me try this out. Okay. So, this is the Hammond Collection Spinosaurus. It is something that I have been wanting for a hot while. And don't get me wrong, I am stoked. I am absolutely stoked about getting this toy. It is phenomenal. Like, I love this thing to bits. I have a good few of Hammond Collection figures, but this is the one that I've been, like, super hyped for, because I now have just about, like, all of the main carnivores from the Jurassic series. So I have T-Rex, I have Giga, I have Therizino, I have my Allosaurus. So I have, like, all of my big carnivores, right? And to give you guys into perspective, speaking of my Allosaurus, so this is the Allosaurus next to the Spinosaurus, and it is actually in scale. From what I could tell, it is in scale to how they are in the movies. And you will understand why I'm kind of less than thrilled about my Spinosaurus. I don't know if you can guess, but yeah, so I'm a little disappointed in it. Not because it's a great figure. No, by all means, it's phenomenal. But my Spinosaurus has paint chipping on the tail here. So on its tail, especially on the base of the tail, it has these, like, paint chipping on all sides. So, and it came straight out of the box too. Now, and you can also see, like, a little bit of paint chipping on its sail there. Not on here. It has this really weird wash. So it has this really weird black wash on the back of its head. And the eyes look really good. Now, the problem with mine are the hands. are the hands. So, the problem with my Spinosaurus. So, on... This is the proper hand, right? Left hand. Right? Proper left hand, right? Now, on this side... It also has, like... Oh, actually, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's a left hand. So, yeah. Yeah, so it's also a left hand. So, my Spino comes with 2 left hands. Now, the problem I'm seeing with the Spino... So, the problem I'm having with the Spino is that apparently it's not easy to get a new one. So, with this dinosaur, right? So, with this dinosaur, it's sold out. Like, it's completely sold out. And I mean, like, it's sold out online. Apparently, you can't find it in stores. I'm getting this information because I sat down and I watched Red Claw stream. And he was mentioning that, yes, it's sold out. And the other thing is that I checked on the website. It's sold out. So, that means I probably cannot get a new Spinosaurus to replace this one. Now, what I could probably do... is that I could probably maybe cut this hand. Cut the hand and maybe replace the fingers, move them over a little bit. So that way they're kind of in the right spot. Kind of, sorta, maybe. But yeah. I mean, honestly, I might just live with the fact that my Spinosaurus just kind of... my Spinosaurus is deformed. Now, what's kind of cool, though, and I actually had this pulled out of storage. Hang on, give me a second here, because I want to pull this out. Actually, I pulled out a lot of stuff out of storage for this particular dino. So, there we go. Okay. So something I wanted to show off, because I actually... Ooh, God. So, I actually got this from a... I guess you could say, like, a... I paid a scalper for this. I'm not gonna lie. I paid a scalper for this, because this Spinosaurus was very, very rare. And it seems that this is a common thing with Spinosauruses. From like the given toy lines that they're from. So this is the Hammond Collection Spinosaurus. This is the Legacy Spinosaurus. Now, what's really bizarre is that history kind of repeated itself with this particular toy, or with this particular dinosaur. Oh, hang on. Hang on real quick, chat. Hang on real quick. Let me put a Be Right Back screen on for you guys real quick, and I will be back in a couple of minutes. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, part of my dinner was just finished, so I had to go and grab it before it burnt. All right. So, let me see here. There we go. Yeah, so this here is the Legacy Spinosaurus Hammond collection. And for a while, this used to be like the go-to Spinosaurus figure. And it hasn't aged well. It has not aged well at all. But also, I now finally have another Spinosaurid because this was the only other Hammond Collection Spinosaur. So that was the only other Hammond Collection Spinosaur. Sir, don't you have work you should be doing? Well, hi, honey. How are you doing, honey? Give yourself a shout out. And also, honey, no, I get off early. I get off early this time around. Also, how you doing, honey? Honey, give yourself a shout out before I do it for you. Was kind of surprised when I got the email from BBTS and Age of the Prime Cybershark. I'm honestly waiting. I'm honestly waiting for that one to hit the stores before I actually do anything. Oh, is that right, honey? Is that right, honey? Too easy. Too easy, honey. That's fine. Too easy. I'll shout you out. Let's see here. Shout out Honeysaur. There you go. Get loved on. Get loved on, honey. Was trimming pre-orders and somehow I missed it. Honestly, I feel that. There you go, honey. Yeah, now you're no longer in ad break baby jail. You're getting loved on. You're getting shouted out and you're getting loved on. So get loved on, nerd. How you doing, honey? Hey, no, honey. I am off work early. Actually, not early, but this is my new schedule. Yeah, you're back now. Welcome back. Welcome back, nerd. Honey, my favorite little clip from us interacting is in the channel trailer. Oh, yo, I'm being loved. Yeah, you're getting loved on. Get fucking loved, honey. I'm talking about my new toy. I'm talking about one of my new toys that I got. And how it's deformed because it has two left hands. Before I start yapping about other things. Because I'm about to yap about other things. No, not the cowbell incident of 24. I'm talking about how everything is ravioli. Because that was literally our first interaction with each other. And how you broke my brain by saying everything is ravioli. Yeah, the cube rule. Also, don't mind me, I'm eating tots. Alright. Alright, there we go. My barely counts as food is done. So now, oh damn. There. Damn, that was in there pretty tight. So now we can yap about other things. Because I know you guys don't want to sit here and listen to me yap about a toy. But yeah, I wanted to kind of go over that because that happened. Dude, not everything. Not everything. Just you and you are, and everything that has a starch surrounds meats on all six sides. Yeah, honey. No, we're not breaking my brain. We're not breaking my brain today. We're not. We're not gonna do this, honey. We're not doing this, honey. But yes, the cube rule was like my favorite interaction with us, just because that was like our first like legit, like genuine interaction with each other. You already understand? Yeah, yeah. I'm actually pretty smart, honey. I'm actually pretty smart. You see, I act like a goof, but I'm actually pretty damn smart. Who am I kidding? I'm still pretty much a goof. I'm still pretty much am. But yes, everyone go follow my wonderful mod and one of my best friends, Honeysoar. Honeysoar's a sweetie. Go send her some love. Great, now do no. I am not a savant. I cannot do calculus. Uh-oh. Smart guy. Yeah, I'm a smart guy. I'm just not good at math. In fact, I'm actually mathematically illiterate. Hi, Mid. How are you doing? I actually am. I actually have an IQ test done back whenever I was a little baby T-Rex and back whenever I was like an adult. So yeah, no, I actually have a very high IQ. I'm just an absolute goof. I am just a goof. But no, I actually have an IQ of 145. I'm actually borderline. I think that's what, borderline genius or like above average. I honestly don't know, because I had never really had to like put it to actual use. High IQ, no EQ. Wait, what do you mean by EQ? What do you mean by EQ, honey? Because I translate EQ as Equestria. Because bronies. Exactly. What do you mean? What do you mean? Your IQ may be doing a Benjamin Button. What, that my IQ is like regressing as I'm aging? I will have you know, when I was like in elementary school, my IQ was on par with high school students. When I was like, what? I think I was like, what, 7 or 8? I was a really smart little boy. I just spent half the time just beating up kids thinking I was a Power Ranger. Also, hi, Katsuna. Honey, can we get a shout out for Katsuna? I'm doing good. I am sitting here on my little pedestal, defending my integrity as a smart guy. I am defending my integrity as a smart guy. Because I am smart. I am smart. You know, honestly though, chat, the thing I kind of want to do is that I kind of want to do puzzle games like one of these days. Actually, like, just sit there and just do like legit puzzle games. I heard Power Rangers and like Memories. Which was your favorite series? Dino Thunder. By far, it was Dino Thunder. That was my favorite series. And I think that was like my third to last Power Ranger series that I actually like sat down and watched. Because by the time Mystic Force came around, I was like, I'm too old for this shit. I'm too old for Power Rangers. That's for babies. That shit's for babies. I don't like Power Rangers. I'ma sit here and I'ma play Call of Duty. And I'm gonna watch like Beavis and Butthead. Can Twitch stop putting me in ad jail? What the fuck? I took 50 seconds off stream and watched the trailer. Wait, are you serious? Like, Wait, honey, are you dead serious? Honestly, honey, if I could give you like a gifted sub, I actually would. Just so that way you're not in ad break baby jail. But yes, so another thing that I wanted to bring up, because like I saw people were bitching about this when because I like to peruse through TFW 2005. Right? So I like to peruse through TFW 2005. For those who don't know, right? So for those who are not, oh, excuse me. So if you're not an aficionado in Transformers, so TFW 2005 is essentially like your go-to store or like your go-to website for Transformers. Right? It's where you get all of like the news and whatnot about, you know, upcoming releases and all this other kind of stuff. So I wanted to sit here and talk about this because this actually kind of boils my blood a little bit. 100% serious. It made me sit through another 40-second ad. That's some bullshit. Yeah, that's weird because like I'm looking at my OBS and it doesn't say like ad break is on. Weird. Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, that's really fucking weird. Okay, so what I wanted to bring up. So what I wanted to bring up was this. So, oh, hang on. Well, that one we're gonna get to that one. We're gonna get to that here soon. But I wanted to talk about this. So this just announced. So this is the Studio 86 Leader Class Megatron. Which, honestly, it looks really good. It looks really, really, really good. It's about as, it's about as show accurate as you're going to get to Megatron. Without going, like, third party, or if you're going to go with, like, say, I don't know, like, Masterpiece, or even like a knockoff Masterpiece. Like, this looks really good. Now, the problem with Megatron, right? So, it's not accurate to the movie, because in the movie, he turns into a Walter P-38, which is a type of firearm. I don't say gun, because gun is something else. Firearm, pistol, sidearm. So, to remedy this, they have Megatron turn into a tank, which is, honestly, at this point in time, when it comes to Megatron, this should be kind of old hat by now, right? This should be old hat by now. Now, the cool thing about this is that it comes with things like, what is this? Hang on, let me go back. So it does come with things like the lightsaber, basically, from whenever he was fighting Optimus Prime. It comes with the barrel for his pistol mode. So it's like a nice little nod. But again, it's as close. I'm gonna be real. It's about as close as you're gonna get. Because gun regulations and like toy gun regulations have changed dramatically since the 80s. But it looks nice. It looks really, really nice. Now, the problem, and even the tank mode doesn't look bad either. It's pretty much the best of the situation. Now, the problem is that G1ers are fucking crying about it. G1ers are crying because boo-hoo, he doesn't turn into a gun. Like, boo-fuckity who, my Megatron doesn't turn into a gun, and also, legs are blue. Those are the two common complaints I have. Now, here's the thing. Yes, the 86 line and the Studio Series are aimed towards collectors. But the main audience is actually children. Children are the ones who actually buy these toys. So, in order for Hasbro to kind of go around a Megatron like this, something's got to give. Because again, stuff from the 80s has vastly changed as opposed to today. So no, we're not going to get a G1 Megatron that turns into a customized Walter P38. But not only that, but like since a lot of these things are licensed, like a lot of like the movie toys, like a lot of the movie characters that are coming out in the Studio 86 line, they are licensed. They are licensed vehicles. So you have things like a Bugatti, a Ferrari, a Western Star. You have to get the license for a Walter P38. That is an actual working like gun manufacturer, firearm manufacturer. And it's just like G1ers are the entitled fans that are always crying about how everything's not like G1. I'm gonna say this, right? And I'm gonna be blunt as possible about this toy, about this character, right? Because he looks good, but I will say this: G1 Megatron turning into a gun is fucking stupid. I'm sorry. I'm pro-gun, right? I'm pro-Second Amendment. 100% Second Amendment, like, positive here. But the idea of Megatron turning into a sidearm, not even a rifle, but a sidearm, is fucking stupid. A tank is the best option for him. I still don't get why they're complaining. I mean, I know G1ers is why, but, like, are these people really that daft to think that today's times that we're gonna get a Megatron? Exactly. No, the thing is, like, they think that because they're the ones who are driving the toy lines, they're entitled to what goes on in Hasbro. It's like, look, it's never gonna happen. Okay? It's never gonna fucking happen. Like, here's the thing. If you want a toy Megatron that turns into an actual fucking, like, working, you know, pistol, where is it? Let me see if I can find it real quick. Ah, shit, hang on. Where is he? Where is he? Yeah, I'm trying to look this up. Where did he go? Where did he go? Where did he go? Because I'm looking up Chug Megatron, because that is, what if I did... What if I did classics? I think it was under the classics. It was either Universe or Classics. If not, then I will just... Yeah, here we go. Yep, here we go. Okay. Yep, this is fine. Okay. Okay. This is fine. So someone breaks into your home, you reach over to your toy cabinet, and Megatron is here to defend your home from... Exactly. Fun fact, unless you become a Hasbro executive, you're not going to be able to make them do what you want, no matter how loud. Exactly. Exactly. And the thing is, like, there is a Megatron, there was a toy Megatron that turned into a gun, like, with a... Like, and it would be, like, I think outside of, like, a Legends class toy. Right, I think outside of like a Legends class toy, we had this from the, I think this is the Classics line, right? I think this is the Classics line. So that's about as close as you're gonna get to a Megatron that turned into a gun. And here's the funny thing though, right? That's just a Megatron that turned into a Nerf blaster. I used to have this Nerf blaster that he turned into. Like, just be happy that you're getting an 86... And here's the other thing, right? And the other thing that I will say... And the other thing I will say about this is that... Hang on, I actually forgot what I was about to say. Hang on, give me a second here, guys. Give me a second. Fuck, what was I about to say? I was about to say something about this. It's on the tip of my tongue. It's gonna bother me now. He can only turn into a 22 though, you know, for the kids. Ah, I get it. But yeah, no, like this is here's the other thing. Like this came out in like nearly 20 years ago, and they actually in Japan actually released this toy in the G1 accurate colors. But they didn't have like an orange tip. Because that's Japan. Japan has different regulations on like you know, toy guns basically. But oh, that was what I was gonna say. And I don't know why these people are complaining that he doesn't turn into a gun. Here's the thing. You guys displayed these toys in robot mode. Why does it matter? It's close as you're going to get. Right? It's close as you're going to get. And you're just going to leave him in robot mode anyways. So, at the end of the day, why the fuck does it matter? Like, just honestly, it's like, look, just shut up. Buy the toy. If you don't like the toy, don't buy the toy. Go buy, I don't know, like New Age Romulus, which is an 86 scaled Megatron that turns into a gun. If not, buy the Masterpiece. There's knockoffs of that for cheap. If you don't like that, then just shut up. Just plain and simple, just shut up. You have your alternatives. Don't like it? I just gave you your list. Imagine someone opens their gun safe and there's a Megatron standing there. Honestly, that would be kind of funny. See, for me, I would do that just for shits and giggles, but also it's like, oh, well, hang on, just give me a second here. I'll pull out my lever action rifle. But the other thing that I wanted to bring up about Transformers was that this was announced, and they came out, they actually dropped the promotional images for this fucker. So this right here is the, basically like the, what are they calling this? The Synergen X. So this is the Synergen X of Transformers, Zoids, and Diaclone. And if you don't know what Diaclone is, basically what Diaclone is that it was originally, that's where Transformers came from. A lot of Transformers, like say Starscream, Smokescreen, Sideswipe, Ultra Magnus, Optimus Prime, they all came from this line called Diaclone. And a lot of the older combiners came from Diaclone. So what this is that this is essentially a mashup of all Takara Tomi's properties, basically. And it has the Diaclone pilots, the Diaclone playability of like you can, you know, break off pieces and it become other vehicles. Obviously it turns into a Shield Liger, and also it turns into Optimus Prime. So I'm not gonna be buying this. Just I can tell you I'm gonna be straight up with you guys. I'm not buying it. I'm really not. It's cool. It's cool. Don't get me wrong. It's really cool. Like I love this, but like because I was on the fence about it. I was generally on the fence about this at first, but after seeing like this kind of stuff, I'm like, oh, this looks nice. But yeah, I'm not getting it. I think maybe my friend Phobos might be getting this because Phobos is getting all of like the collaboration Zoid kits. But this is not a kit. This is an actual figure. Now, I can kind of see, looking at it, how it's going to transform. So, looking at it, I was thinking, like, it was more in the lines of, like, say, Leo Breaker from Cybertron, about how the head of the lion, more or less, becomes the torso in robot mode. Which, looking at it, it's kind of the case. Kind of, sorta. It looks like you just stand it up for the most part. It's kind of like a typical Beast Wars feline where you just stand him up and then just fiddle around with the legs and then bada bing, bada boom, you got a robot. But yeah, I can also see like it does have a little bit of like the Leo Breaker transformation sequence where the head of the Shield Liger kind of becomes the torso more or less of Optimus Prime. I could see that. But yeah, So, and if I'm looking at this, does it say, so the thing is, like, it doesn't have a price. So, it really doesn't have a price, and I'm kind of concerned about that, right? I'm kind of concerned about, like, how much is this thing gonna cost once it's out? Because right now, the only places that I know of that you can get it from is Shozy Store. And it's not on, but you can't, sadly, you can't find this up for pre-order on today's sponsor, HobbyLink Japan, which is the #1 hobby store in the world for all of your Gunpla and Zoid needs. You can also buy your hobby supplies there as well. And if you use my chat command code, !HLJ, it'll take you directly to your website with my referral link. And if not that, you can also check out in the panels below to HobbyLink Japan. Again, that is HobbyLink Japan, your #1 source for all of your Gunpla and Zoid needs. But also, they also sell anime figures as well. I'm finally catching your stream. Yeah, hi Jackie, how are you doing? How are you doing, Jackie? Hang on, let me give you a shouty. Everyone, this is Jackie. She is a fantastic artist, and she is actually the one who is she actually made my opening titles. I can't speak today. She made my opening title card, basically. So please, everyone, go give her a follow. Lovely person. I love working with her. She's so nice. And her design, because she's also a VTuber as well, and her design is so fucking sick. Like, it's really, really cool. But yes, how was your day, Jackie? Yeah, we're talking about Transformers and Zoids. And I was talking about my Hammond Collection Spinosaurus. Because that came in the mail. And unfortunately, my Spinosaurus is deformed. Because it has two left hands. The other thing is that I also have a sponsor I'm also an affiliate with Advanced GG. Advanced GG is a wonderful site that offers a lot of
Ray.
Oh, Christ. Hi, Doc. How you doing? Wait, the gooseneck. Fuck and you. How you doing, Jay? Hang on, let me give you a shout out real quick. Yes, hi, welcome everyone. I am Grarl. I am the TRX King VTuber.
We have a new guest in the party.
I am
Enjoy your
a variety streamer. I stream a variety of things, and I like yapping about a lot of things too. Right now, we are talking about toys because I got my Hammond Collection Spinosaurus in the mail today. So loud. Oh, I know. That would be Skiddo. Skiddo made that raid message. Yes, toys. Yes. Because I got my Hammond Collection Spinosaurus. Jay, if you want to like pop in here and talk about it, you are more than welcome to. I'm doing good. Just a bit tired. Oh, wait. Did you pull another all-nighter or something like that? And also, Siren, thank you so much for becoming a podcast. Thank you. But yes, how was your stream, Jay? How was your stream? I see that says we are amazing. No, Jackie, you're amazing. I am just a guy. I'm just a little guy. I'm just a little guy. No, you're amazing. You're an amazing talent artist. Also, hi Vex, how are you doing? There he is. Hi Vex, everyone go check out Vexing Cat. She's also a really wonderful being. She is a tiger VTuber, and her design is so lovely. It's so comfy. But yes, how you doing, Jay?
Hi, baby arms.
Yeah, fuck you. Let me give Vexing Cat a shout out. Hang on, chat. I'm pulling out the webcam. I'm pulling out the webcam again. Because you need to see this. Yeah, she also and also that's the other thing is that Vexing Cat also likes to read books too. Cause like Vex, you do like you do like book reading streams, right? Also, Vex, we need to hang out more. Like we need to chat and hang out more. Okay. But you're a cool guy. I'm just happy to finally watch your stream of yours. Yeah, no, like that honestly like really means a lot, Jackie. That genuinely like means a lot to me. All right, so Jay, you want to see something that's kind of sad?
Okay, hold on, real quick. Chat, you're the people who raided with me. You're supposed to call them baby arms. Why didn't you do that?
Yeah. Exactly. 'Cause
Yes. Sorry, I just had to do that
I
real quick.
posted the thing. Wait,
What about?
wait, Meek, you posted the what? Let's see here. Let's see. Agree. I just keep traveling. No, like you're perfectly fine, Vex. You're perfectly fine. Like, if you want, you're also more than welcome. Like, if you're my server, you're more than welcome to pop into the streaming office as well and just hang out. Like, that's up to you. And the same thing goes for you, Jackie. If you want to come in here and hang out too, you're more than welcome to.
Baby arms.
I'm gonna murder both of you. I'm murdering both of you. I'm going to eat Dido goose for dinner, and I'm gonna have a tiger pelt rug.
I'm gonna turn you into a pincushion with all my claws, man. You're not going to just easily kill me. You know this.
I will try. I will drown a goose. It will be
To
a
be
very.
fair, I'm
it will
probably
be
gonna
a very
survive
lovely
longer in the
pelt.
water for.
Hmm?
All right. Yeah, I thought I stopped by and talk about this because you said to come in and talk about it a little bit about
Yeah.
the Hammock Collection Spinosaurus.
And also, Vex, you would be a very, very lovely pelt. I would love to have you in my office. Oh, that sounds,
I can
that
already
sounds wrong.
see it.
That sounds wrong.
I can already see it.
Yeah, so this hand is fine. This hand is not fine.
I see it. What the hell did they do?
They gave him 2 left hands.
On yours?
Yeah, is yours fine?
Yes.
Vex, don't give me that look. Vex, don't give me that look.
You might need to contact a distributor because that is
Well, see,
bad.
Well, see, here's the thing. Also, hi, Hollow. Worth more. Yeah, see, it's worth more because you can't find this now. Like, you can't find. Apparently, it's sold out on the Target website.
Oh, yeah, because Red Claw and I were talking about this earlier. He can't find it either because it's also sold out in stores.
Yeah, because you know why? Scalpers.
Yeah, it's shit. I know the issue. I've kind of like interacted with been hearing problems that people have been having is that they can't seem to find it at all, and it is bullshit. And I'm like,
And
this is why I pre-order it.
Yeah, and honestly, Vex, that's the other thing. That's the other thing. It's worth more too because it's, oopsies.
A miss. Yeah, it's a miss assemble, which is a good thing.
Huh?
Which is a good thing because it does actually mean it has more value because it means that it was a problem with the distributor, like the assembly line, and that can honestly cause a lot of problematic issues if you ever brought this to their attention.
Well, and see, the other thing is like there is like a collecting market for toys like this. This is actually like in demand. People like collecting these kind of things. But also, here's the other thing with the Spinosaurus, right? This isn't the first time this has happened to this damn thing.
Well, Hollow, I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't have that problem. My Spinosaurus actually came out pretty well. Like, I did a double take on everything to see how it looks. And honestly, I have no issues with mine so far.
Also, you want to see the other Spinosaurus that had the same issue? With the whole scalping and, like, supply and demand issue?
Yeah.
Hang on. I give you the Legacy Spinosaurus.
Oh, no. It had the same problem?
Yes, the Legacy Spinosaurus was infamous for this issue. Like, it had such a bad distribution. 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 There you go. Distribution. It had such a horrible distribution. I paid a scalper for this. I paid a scalper for this.
That's your first problem.
Because you couldn't find this anywhere.
Yeah, I've had that. So. It's
and
so
also, yes. What
interesting.
are words? What exactly are words?
Also, what do you think of the quality so far of it?
The quality of this?
The Hammett collection, because I want to know your point on it.
Oh, I love it. Oh, I think it's great. It's getting better.
The problem I'm having is that I kind of noticed this with like comparing it to my Giga. It feels flimsier.
I don't know, because like I have like first gen Hammond collection figures. They're flimsy as shit. Okay, I actually have like, here's a night and day difference. There you go. There's your there is your Baryonyx. Just yeet this fucker.
Hey, I'm not a Baryonyx. I'm a Suchomimus. They're two different animals.
I'm just imagining.
Unless you're Billy, who gets confused both the size.
I'm just imagining this is you when I throw it.
I don't know. I feel like, don't get me wrong, the plastic feels definitely different from compared to like the Rex.
Yeah.
The issue I have with like the three figures, because I also have the Giga, is that they kind of got rid of the plastic feel for the neck, like the rubbery plastic feel, like the soft plastic feel.
They have, because I can tell with the Baryonyx that is the case, where it has like this hard plastic neck as opposed to like a very kind of softer kind of neck.
Yeah, because I like my Rex because it actually feels like it's a little stiffer. It has like a really good joint articulation. The Giga feels like it's kind of a little bit harder and stiffer. Yeah. The Spinosaurus feels hollow and flimsy to me.
Also, Purple Goth GF, thank you so much for becoming a part guest. Thank you.
Oh, damn. Purple Goth GF.
Shuttered Chaos, thank you so much for becoming a part guest. That's nice, Baryonyx. Thank you. Yeah, so this is the Hammond collection Baryonyx. So, and it's like night and day. It's actually kind of a nice example right here because of this, right? So because of
yeah.
So hang on, let me actually move. Let me move here.
I mean, I could see there's like a quality difference. For example, the Baryonyx for sure has the problem the first Rex had.
I brought
which
friends.
Is,
you did. And also thank you, Vex. Thank you for bringing friends. You're amazing. Great.
What was I going to say? Oh yeah, it has the same problem the Hammett Collection Rex had, which was big feet syndrome.
It did, yeah. And also, I apologize if I sound a little distant from my mic. It is just because how I'm set up is that over here is like my monitors and stuff like that, and my microphone, and over here is like my iPhone and all that kind of stuff. So again, I'm sorry if it's like if it sounds a little distant. It's literally because like that's the distance basically. At an angle. So yeah. Let's see here. It's a wait, hang on, let me see here real quick. Sorry, I'm also catching up a chat here. Is it okay to say that your model's hot? Yes, it's perfectly a-okay.
Slutty waste.
It's the slut waste, I know. It's the slut waste. I also have a uniform redeem as well. Also, hi Ricky, how you doing? There's a lot of good beans today. Yes, if you like me in uniform, I do have a uniform redeem. It looks pretty hot in that one too. It's the slut waste. It is the. I hear that from Jay all the time about it's the slut waste. Let's see here. Shout out. Hang on, I'm giving Ricky a shout out because I don't think Honey is here at the moment. There you go. If you want a really cute dino, like a really cute dino bean to follow, there's Ricky. Ricky's precious boy. We love Ricky here. He's also my son. Do you want me to say like, yes, you're also cute too, homie? Here, let me
No,
give-
no,
let
I
me give
actually
you a
do
kiss.
not. That was a joke. That was a joke, man. I don't need to be called cute. Last thing I need is my chat to start calling me cute.
It's like, look, I'm a straight man, but I will sit there and say like, here, I will kiss a homie.
I will claw you with my claws. I will make deep gashes in your eyes, man.
Hi, Kira. How are you doing? I'm having a great stream. How are you today?
Is that Lumina Kira,
It is Lumina Kira. Hang on, let me
nominee
get-
for the ASMR awards?
Yeah, because like, here's the thing though, guys. Like, if you want to help out my my very good friend here, Lumina Kira, it would really help out if you would not help her get nominated for best ASMR streamer. This stupid cooldown. But no, like she is in a what was it like an award thing, for like ASMR streamers.
Vex? No, some Vega. Vega.
Say what now?
It's the Vega Award, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. There you go. There's your proper shout out. God bless. Hang on. I'm a professional, chat. I am a professional. I am an expert. I'm a professional. I am an expert. I'm a professional. I am an expert.
Sure you are.
I can't lie to myself. Okay.
Sure you are, man. Sure you're a professional.
But yes, so the difference here between these two, so this is a later Hammond collection, this is a earlier collection. One of the things you can tell is that the eyes are also kind of a giveaway. I know like my thing is fucking poo-poo, but like so the also Meek Warrior, thank you so much for becoming a Parkist. Thank you. Also, that's the other thing. I now have a new redeem for you guys. For like every time you want to like check into like my streams and my chat, you can always hit like the for like 1 point, it is like a check-in. So it is a daily park check-in. That is my new redeem. I am all over the place. Yes, it's called ADD. Thank you so much. You're so sweet. No, Kira. You're sweet. You're sweet. A baby arms redeem. I will murder you, Mid. I will absolutely murder you. Kira is not here to save you. I will murder you. My stepsis is not here.
Little baby man. little baby man.
I will show you a baby man. I will show you a baby man. But yes, as I was saying, so the earlier Hammond collection figures basically had like these big giant feet and painted eyes, as also like hard plastic teeth and also very rounded. No one really liked it. I don't like it. Get out of here. Now, here with particularly the Spino, so here we have the glass eyes. Now, the glass eyes are a little bit of a contingency just because it makes the toy look dead, basically. Now, I don't see the issue, at least with the Spino, it's not an issue. The other thing is that the teeth here are nice and rubbery. Now, they're not as soft rubbery as, say, like the Giganotosaurus, but it is something that they are now including. And now, the other thing, though, is that they're starting to improve, is the feet. So the feet here are actually more in proportion to the actual animal, as well as the tail being a little bit longer, also in proportion to the animal. Because, like, say, let's pull out my Giganotosaurus, which is also another Hammond collection, like a later Hammond collection. This is where they kind of were figuring out what to do with the teeth. So the Giga's teeth here are very, very soft, very malleable, very rubbery. So here it looks like they have actually learned and improved on it. So I'm very happy about that. And yes, thank you all for joining me for an hour of talking about toys. Yes, thank you. Thank you all. Yes, thank you. No, like this is fine. I love yapping. I love talking about things like this because this makes my autism go burr. She she would help you. She would help you, not me. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Kira's not here to help you. Start running. I'm here for it. Well, and also, the other thing that I wanted to show off. I know this is pretty much the stream where I'm talking about the Hammond collection. I want to have a moment here. So, and as much as let's see here. Can I just say I love you yapping about all of this. It's really cozy entertaining. That honestly makes me really happy that you think that, Jackie. Like, I genuinely I love these kind of things. This has been Tiny Arms Toy Time. I will fucking murder you. I will murder you in 10 different ways. Hang on. There we go. Okay, so now, as much as I love T-Rex, and I'm gonna be real with you guys, my entire room right now is almost entirely T-Rexes. I mean, on my, up here alone, up here alone, I have, T-Rex, it's Godzilla, but it's based off of a T-Rex. And then, on my dresser, I have this guy and the Beast of the Mesozoic T-Rex. I have a lot of T-Rexes. But this one, I kind of have to put my biases aside. I'm not...
I've returned.
Welcome back. I'm talking about the Hammond Collection T-Rex.
Oh.
Because I have these two next to each other, and this is how you don't do a Hammond Collection figure.
What?
Do you not have the Hammond Collection T-Rex?
I do.
Okay, so you know what I'm about to say. So, things like the giant fucking clown feet.
Oh yeah, that was probably the biggest reason why a lot of people were complaining about it, is they had such big feet, and the reason why they did it was because they need something to stabilize the model, because it was so front heavy.
Yeah, but the Giga exists.
Yeah, but the Giga doesn't have a big... actually, I should say that it does have a big head.
Yeah, I was going to say that, the Giganotosaurus exists.
Yeah, you're right.
So this thing exists. So for this thing for them to say, oh, well, it's too top heavy. It's like, okay, that is bullshit and you know it.
I hope that they revisit the Rex, maybe with the introduction of the Mega T-Rex and
the Rebirth T-Rex.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
that they'll...
Well, so they were gonna try to do that, right? They were actually gonna go back and try to fix the fucking Bozo the Clownosaurus here.
Yeah.
So what they were gonna do was that they were gonna try to do something what Hasbro had done for Transformers in the past, which is called Hasbro Pulse. Or no, I'm sorry, not Hasbro Pulse. HasLab. It was called HasLab. And so what HasLab would have done is that it's like a Kickstarter campaign, right? So you have things.
Yeah.
Basically, you have a set goal here. So let's just move the T-Rex out of the way, just to kind of give you guys a little example here. So, for example, this would be the goal. This would be the end product here. So you would have your little perks, basically, your little tiers, and you can donate, say $100 or whatever. Basically, it was figures that they think, or characters that they think wouldn't really last well or do well in a mainstream market sense. They would either be too big or they would be too obscure, like, say, Omega Prime from the 2001 Robots in Disguise anime series. So what I'm trying to get at is that, so they kind of did a Kickstarter campaign, basically, right? So Mattel did the same thing, except they did it very horribly, and it didn't end well. So what they were trying to do was that they were trying to make a Hammond Collection Kickstarter campaign, basically a HasLab equivalent to a Hammond Collection T-Rex.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you remember that.
I think I do. Is where they tried to get instead of doing the basic Rex, they were gonna do
the Buck. They were gonna do the Buck.
Buck from JW JP2. Yeah.
Yeah.
They were gonna originally do that, but it fell out because so many people were kind of yeah, No.
Well, it wasn't that. It was more of like how they handled it was really bad. So you could only like, if you lived in certain parts of the world, you could only like contribute. And it's like, why? Why would you do that? That's so dumb.
Yeah,
That's really dumb. And
it was.
and it didn't make a quarter of what it was supposed to make. And the T-Rex, the buck that was included with this, was going to have smaller feet. It was actually going to be corrected. But that fell through because guess what? The campaign didn't go anywhere. So
Yeah. I
so
saw
they
that.
said fuck this shit, I'm out of here. But
That
yeah,
shit, I'm out.
but yeah, no, like I genuinely love this. I genuinely love this figure. It's great. I don't know where I'm going to display it, but I am going to find a place to display it. And I also got the other half of a Dinobot combiner that I've been investing in. Yeah, by the way, there is a Dinobot combiner that's coming out, by the way. And it's really fucking cool. I'll post pictures of that on my Twitter. But yeah, that's what I wanted to show off because I saw that you got your Hammond Collection Spinosaurus.
Oh yeah. I got the big 3 now, and I'm all good.
I have I have like the big I want to say like the big 3, but I have like the group. So I have T-Rex, Spino, Giga, Theory, yeah, and Theory basically.
I don't want the theory because yet again I don't feel like that's part of the big 3 because the reason why I say big 3 because these are technically the largest species of their respected family.
Right,
Giga,
and that's fine.
Spino and Rex, and I'm kind of the main reason why I'm doing that. People said, well, what if you want to get the Indominus? I'm like,
Well, because you're more looking at it as like a kind of like a realistic biologist kind of sense, if I'm not mistaken,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. So for
I'm
me,
looking at it more like the biology aspect of it.
right, and you know me, I'm doing it because I look at it as like from the franchise, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so if they made a Hammond Collection Indominus, I'll pick it up. In fact, actually, the Indominus was partially influenced my T-Rex design. A lot of people don't realize that, but yeah, it actually is. But yeah, so the other thing that I wanted to bring up, because circling back around to Transformers, let's see if I can pull it back up again. So I want to bring this up because I was talking about Transformers. So they also announced like the new kind of like combiners, I guess you can say. It's really nothing all that. So okay, so what this is that it's basically a filler, like a filler toy line, because the main toy line, which is Earthspark did not do well. Toy wise, it didn't do well. Ratings wise, from what I can tell, it didn't do well. Now, there are some noteworthy things about Transformers Earthspark. So things like the first ever canonical non-binary Transformer was put on screen. So that was like the first like major thing that they have done, but like they brought back tarantulas for the first time in like almost 30 years. Also, can I just sit here and say like 30 years is my god? What have I been doing with my life? So, but yeah. So that's pretty much like all the toy talk that I had planned. I wasn't like planning on like going over like the Hammond Collection Spinosaurus in like this degree. Also, Hag Life, I sadly yes. I gotta get going. Have a nice stream. Thank you. I don't know if you guys want to see the Transformer that I got in the mail.
Dun 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 dun.
Because I mean, like, I can pull it out. Like, I can pull out my Transformer.
On stream, girl?
Yeah, on stream.
For shame. You're
go
supposed
for
to
it.
only do that on the orange site.
Wait, orange side. I was gonna say this isn't super porn. this is not the super porn. Also, can I just sit here and say that well, I'll pull out my Transformer in a little bit. It better be a gun. No, but it's just as cool. So, I was talking to my friend Kira last night, Lumina Kira, and we were both kind of enamored about how the Japanese are obsessed with butts. And I kind of want to go over this. Let's see, why are the Japanese obsessed? Obsessed with butts. Where did I see this? Yep, here we go. Here it is. Okay.
Now we gotta.
No, I don't care about pop-ups. I do not care for pop-ups. They have good taste. It's so what me and Kira kind of discovered. So Jay, do you know why they're obsessed with butts?
To be fair, I can't really say the Japanese are specifically like that because a lot of cultures are kind of like that.
Well, in Japanese, like, legends, there is I think it's like an organ or like a jewel or something like that basically houses your soul. It's a type of organ that was believed to house your soul, and the only way to get it was through your butt. I'm not kidding.
That is intriguing. That I know you're not kidding because so many cultures tend to mix some weird stuff up. Do the last thing.
Yeah, it was weird, and it was known for like, well, and also that's actually how like the kappa kind of became infamous, is that it would basically rip you to shreds and suck out that butt organ, basically. And also, that's actually the one of the inspirations for the loathsome dung eater from Elden Ring. Was that as well? Was through he wanted to suck out basically your soul through your butt, through your butthole. Have you checked?
I can make a joke.
Have you checked your butthole? Skate up, beat a butthole.
I was gonna make a joke here.
Okay.
But I choose not to.
You like big butts and you cannot lie, and the other brothers can't deny?
No. I was going to say, I think anyone would probably feel like their soul's being sucked out if it was a good enough rim job.
So you're saying that you want death by rim job, snoo snoo?
No, I don't. I was making a joke.
I know. No, it's just how you're phrasing it. It's like, so death by snoo snoo, rim job. But so we're gonna go ahead and watch this because it was actually kind of like a fun thing to watch. Let me see here. Let me crank up the volume, and let me share this on my screen in Discord, so that way you can watch it too. All right, there you go. And Jay saying a prayer for his sanity, because we're gonna talk.
No.
We're talking about booty.
I mean, what kind of booty we talking about? Like, you gotta clarify, my man.
We're talking about big booties, big juicy cakes.
Oh, the booty of the booties, huh?
Yeah, we're talking about
That
we're
likes
talking about cakes here. All right, so this is called "Why is Japan so obsessed with butts?" The secret subculture. So 3, 2, 1, go.
We're talking about Japan's obsession with butts. And excuse the expression, but the rabbit hole runs pretty deep on this one. And I'm not even talking about the weird and wonderful invention that
We're talking about
is
the whole bakery. We
Japanese
are.
toilet.
They're years ahead of us.
I have to know, is that like true with bidets? Do they have like a little water light show before it goes up your butt?
It depends on what you refer to as the light show, because sometimes a lot of companies will give you like an indication of when they're about to do something. Yes, so you can have like it's kind of like oh, this is happening currently.
I want a light show going up my ass.
They play music and sound effects.
Yeah, but I want a light show that goes up my butthole. I want a laser show to clean. I'm moving on.
I mean, if we really want to talk about that, there are devices nowadays that technically do that.
I want the Great Mighty Pooh theme song to play while my bidet is cleaning me. I am the Great Mighty Pooh, and I'm going to throw my shit at you. A huge supply of tish coming from my chocolate starfish. I am so fucking sorry, Shuttered Chaos. It was nice meeting you too, Shuttered Chaos. Thank you so much. But no, it's like, coming from my chocolate starfish, how about some scotch, you little twat? Yeah, I know the entire theme song. I know the entire song.
I feel somewhat intrigued that you know that by heart.
I do. There's more to it. Wait till you get to know me. You want to? Oh, please, I do. I want to know more about you now. You have piqued my interest. We are not shocked. Am I that much of like a brain rot goblin?
Yes.
I like how you didn't even hesitate on that one.
Wait, what do you want me to lie to you, man? I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna be honest and be like, yes.
I like how all of you are just agreeing with this now.
Well, it's true.
I mean, true. I did grow up on YouTube poop.
You know how I'm gonna be honest with you. Brain rot has gone to our society so well that I could just post a random thing on TikTok, and so many people like it because it associates with some form of brain rot.
I like how even Shutter Chaos is like, I don't, like I've joined your paddock now for probably about an hour, but yes, I can also say that yes, you are a brain rot goblin, and also thank you for your daily park entrance. Thank you. Also, I am releasing the abs because fun fact, not only do I have a slut waist, I do have an absolute chiseled ab. You call me Shuttered? I will. Okay, thank you, Shuttered. But yes, I am releasing the abs for free.
Release the baby.
Fuck, now I want to stay. Stay with me. Fuck, I can't. I love that song, but I can't speak Japanese.
It's time to tell people that Graro has the complete package. He has the slutty waist and the abs.
I do.
Be prepared to be mesmerized.
I can
by
also
his
take off my shirt.
Rock hard.
I can also take off my
Do
shirt.
not attempt them. Save it for later, Graro. You can't just simply show all the assets. He showed all the assets.
Oh, I'm not showing all my assets. I'm just saying, like, I can also take off my shirt.
This man has too much confidence to burn into our minds.
What, Jackie? What, Jackie? What is it?
I think
What?
you've turned. I'm so. But it is Jurassic Pride Month, so
It is. By the way, to all my LGBT friends and fans out there, happy Pride Month. I love you all. You guys are great. I give you all a hug. It for every hug I give, I will strangle this goose. He knows what he did. Ain't that right, Jay? You know what you did.
I honestly I don't know what I did. There's a lot of shit ton of things I did.
You know what happened in San
You
Francisco.
gotta be more specific, man. You gotta humor here, man. I'm like I'm like Jack Horner from The Last Wish, where I'm like this. What did I do to deserve this? I did a lot of things, but what specifically?
That the incident that happened in San Diego. That was your fault.
That wasn't me.
Yeah, that was you. Yeah, they
What
sat
did
there,
I do?
They sat there and said an angry Suchomimus came stomping through San Diego, killing 20 people. Also,
Okay.
thank you for becoming a park guest. Thank you. Thank you for your membership.
That's misinformation. I was just down the street getting fish, man. They're spreading false propaganda. I didn't do anything. I don't even like the taste of human.
Yeah, like who else was in San Diego that time not eating people? Wasn't me.
Oh, what you talking about? You're like the prime example of.
Look, I've only eaten 20 people in the past 2 weeks. I've only eaten 20. That is not helping my case. That is not helping my case. I've only eaten 20 people. 25 actually. But Jerry and his cousins had it coming. Fuck Jerry. He knows what he did. I love the taste of human. I will fucking eat you, Shuttered. I will fucking eat you. Nah, I'm good, protein. Look, there's tons of protein where that's coming from. I never saw the shirt before. Yeah, wait, you've never seen it? You've never seen my shirt before? Yeah. No, like it is literally like based on like a T-Rex like T-Rex teeth and like a T-Rex jaw. Like, okay, I'm gonna zoom in on this. I'm gonna zoom in. Don't threaten me with a good time. Oh no, I'll threaten you with a very good time. Only the jacket with it. Well, thank you. Well, yeah. So funny enough is that like, so this right here, Twitch, Daddy Bezos, I swear to God, I'm say so. I'm being like, look, here's this. There we go. Something says I'm liking here. Well, I'm glad. Like if you like nerdy like hyperactive T-Rexes, there you go. I am the guy for you. But yeah, so like originally the bodysuit was actually gonna cover up the hips, and I told Rana, the person that made the concept art and everything, I told her like I want to make it look like a T-Rex, like a mouth. And I showed her Kira P's model, her newest model, because this was Kira P's idea. All of this was Kira's idea. This right here, this was Kira. Because she wanted us to still be like siblings in some way. Fucking like, if you're from her community, fuck her, ask her about it. She will deny it. She will deny it. But I have DMs that say otherwise.
Don't use me as a censor bar.
Look, I had to, because otherwise Daddy Bezos would spank me for it.
Spank me hard, Daddy Bezos.
Oh yes, spank me hard, Daddy Bezos, please.
I should be saying this around my own, because I did send you my poor dog using his corpse while he's gone. It's not a corpse, I was gone. And also, that could be used in so many ways. Kira, please rephrase that, my friend. Rephrase that.
Yeah, see, there you go. Music is corpse.
Ah, I am not a monkey for your amusement. I am a proud Suchomimus.
Yeah? You want to keep going?
Yeah, I could go all day and night. Big boy.
I like how I'm just like just bouncing it to like to your like to like your voice.
Ayo.
Ayo, Ayo, indeed.
So many. I'm glad. I don't know if my chat's still in here. If they are, do not expect me to say this on my own stream.
Oh, Jackie says yeet you, so.
Why yeet me? Why did you do that?
Wait. Hold up. Oh, right on chat. And he throws him right on chat. Got it, Dash. Thank you for stopping by, Vex. Like I said, message me. We gotta hang out. We've got to chat and we gotta hang out again. Like, you're fucking great.
This is abuse.
No, it's not abuse. Now, if it was abuse, I'd be doing other things too.
I am going to. If you're ever on my stream, I am going to obliterate you, and I'm going to make you smaller than you. What the hell now?
Yeah, there we go.
You know, the bad thing about this, LK does this all the time when I do size comparison things lately. He's been doing so much.
Wait, hold up. I got a better idea. I just got a better idea now. Wait, hold up. There we go. Yeah, there we go. I'm running out of AOs here. There we go.
Running out of AOs. Oh.
There we go.
Carl, if you want me on your back, all you have to do is ask.
There we go.
You can never run out of AOs.
There we go. There's that better. Naughty corner. Yeah. Chase, go get the naughty corner.
Hey. Fine, I'll be over here.
Oh no, you're fine, Jackie. No, like you're 100% fine. But yes, sit there. Sit there and think of what you've done. Because we're
making sexual innuendos a bad thing, since you do a lot more than I do.
Do I though?
Kind of do. You know. Whoa! I did not realize I was a bit. What? I'm trying to find an appropriate size for me.
No, I'm just torturing you. This is fun. My God, that sounds fucked up. You know, I'm coming. I'm coming to realize that I might be just a little fucked up in the head.
You think?
Yeah, maybe just a little bit. Oh, hang on. Okay, so this is one of the problems I have with this model, is that sometimes the model itself just does not want to, like, work. It just gets all stiffy.
Yeah, I had this problem today on my own stream. Every time my mic cuts cut off, for some odd reason, my model just stays in the last vocal pose was kind of in previously. Like when I say like it keeps the mouth open and I'm frozen in that pose until I fix it or restart the program.
There we go. Much better.
The pains of being a 3D VTuber.
Yeah, that's what I've been told. All right, let's go and watch this.
Which, by the way, almost unsurprisingly, there are portable washlets that you can buy at a 100 yen shop. You just...
Jay, you know what that means, right? You can have water up your ass on the go.
You do realize that is a common practice in the United States too, right?
What's
it's called an enema.
Yeah, but not like a dollar store. What are we watching? We're watching about why Japanese are obsessed with butts.
Not to mention, there is a thing women buy to help keep themselves clean.
Anyway,
yeah, it's called
no
the
two
douche.
cheeks about it. Japan has nothing shy of an undying,
You're right about that.
obsession with butts. And I'm gonna have to try to keep a decent pace here because we have a lot to cover, like way more than I ever could have expected. Starting with one of my first big what the butt moments here in Japan.
Yeah, what the butt
coming
moments.
across a Japanese cartoon.
As I changed my name to
called
Japan.
Oshiri Tante. It's a relatively popular one.
Okay,
and
so
quite literally translates into
a shitty Tante.
Okay, I mentioned this to Kira, because me and her were hanging out last night, and I remember, like, I don't know if Kira, are you, I don't know if you're still in chat, but like, we were chatting about this, right? And what it reminds me of, and I'm gonna hang on, let me see if I can show this image. I honestly don't know if I'm going to get struck for this. I'm really hoping that I don't. But that kind of reminds me of this show from the mid-2000s. It's called Assy McGee.
I know what you were referring to, though. God.
Yeah. Okay. That little anime reminds me of Assy McGee, except it's just a full person with a butt for a face. Instead of just like an actual like butt and a pair of legs.
You know, this is kind of remind me of like the actual stuff we used to have back, like that Japan has back, where they have like these little tiny chibi creatures that look like ding dongs.
Oh, the Mara.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Japan is so comfortable with doing that shit.
They are and I told this to Kira, I was like, Japan's weird. They are both incredibly reserved and very conservative. But at the same time, their shit, like the shit that they do, I'm like, are you sure that you're okay? Like, they literally have a festival dedicated to penis, where you can actually buy and consume penis-shaped lollipops and other penis-shaped candy.
The bad thing about it, I think we also have that stuff around here as well.
I don't think America has like a thing where you can eat a bag of...
Not a festival.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, it's called Spencer's. It's called Spencer's.
Where they will sell you weird oddities like a bag of dicks and then of course cookie shaped dick shaped cookies.
Yeah. Okay, so I need to know the date of this event for such purposes. Okay, Shuttered. Let me see here real quick. So I think it's called the Mara Matsuri. I think that's what it's called. It's called the Mara Matsuri. Hang on for a split second here. Let me do that. Let me see here. Let me pull that over real quick. Let me see here. I think it's called like the Mara Matsuri. Kanamara Matsuri. Yep, so it's called the Kanamara Matsuri. It is an annual Japanese festival held each spring at the Kanayama Shrine. So you missed it. You missed it by a month. They
get prepared for next year.
Yeah, it happens every April. Happens in every April, so it's the first Sunday in April. So for next year, it'll be on April 5th.
Intriguing.
So if you want to go to Japan for the Kanamara Matsuri and you want to suck on a big old penis, there you go. You know, out of context, this sounds really fucking weird. Let's get back to the video.
What's that?
Detective.
But yeah, I just wanted to pull that up because it reminds me of Assy McGee. This was during the time when like Adult Swim would like experiment on just like random wackadoo shows like Assy, where the guy would only talk in farts.
He's a butt who's a detective, but that's not all.
Booty
He has
detective.
a secret attack, which you probably guessed the second that I said it. Other than that, it's a moderately serious cartoon.
Okay, I have to know about this since like his stuff is like farting, right? And his head is a butt, right? So is that technically he's burping or throwing up?
You know, as serious as a cartoon
I don't know.
butt face as the main character can be. It's pretty much your average detective that goes around solving crimes. Just he's a butt. And to
He's
sweeten
just a
the
butt.
deal, he even has his own range of snacks and puddings. So should you be so inclined
Who wants a
to
butt pudding?
munch away
Want
on
butt
the
pudding?
butt face, that is an option. This barely even gets
Jay,
us
you want some
started,
butt
by the
pudding?
way. The list of Japanese shows
No.
that have some form of joke.
It doesn't
or
sound appetizing
theme
whatsoever.
Almost entirely revolving around butts is endless.
Bottom
Beginning from the
biting bugs,
beloved
what?
Japanese show Crayon Shinchan.
Oh, I love
Has
Shin-chan.
its own pudding, by the way, and that is
Okay, so
Oh, I forgot. There's also a show where they're like cruelly drawn, and the entire time there's this guy, this kid just likes to show off his ass.
yeah, that's Crayon Shin-chan. It is a ongoing series in Japan still.
of course a
Yeah,
What, okay,
pudding.
a
what
few
I thi-
episodes aired in the United States.
yeah, and what I think is funny is that they put it on Adult Swim, but if I remember correctly, I think Shin-chan's meant for children, and they somehow put that on Adult Swim. But then again, I don't know how you would market that to kids in America because it's so ingrained into Japanese culture.
Yeah, that is like a good way to get your network off the air.
Yeah, especially when you have a guy named Action Bastard.
way to mainstream Japanese anime like Naruto, which are known to have scenes depicting what has always been one of the
Yep.
weirdest
Ah,
Japanese
yep.
traditions called actions. We call it actions. Called kancho. It's basically when
The 1,000 Years of
kids-
Death.
Well, they take their fingers like this or like this. They sneak up behind somebody, and I'm not even
Kancho!
gonna finish the sentence. Don't need to. Depict
Okay, do I have any volunteers? Jay, you want to be my volunteer?
No.
You don't want to be my volunteer for me
No.
to stick my fingers up your butt?
You could keep your tiny baby arms away from my butthole.
Yeah?
You know what? How about I do it on you?
Okay. Do it. Do
I
it.
got big old I got big old claws. I'll make it painful as much as possible.
I like how Kira's just like, what am I volunteering for? Wait, no. Hang on. I retract this. I
I
retract
don't think
this.
Kira. I don't think Kira wants to deal with that situation.
What, Kira? You don't want me to concho your butt?
You know what, Carl? If we ever meet in person, I'm gonna be like,
Makes more sense. Wait, are you making fun of my baby arms?
yes,
I mean,
yes.
sure. Go ahead and concho my booty. Anyone else wants to concho my butt? You won't feel those tiny baby hands? Con what the what? God damn it, Dubs, hi. We're talking about control.
picture is painted, and it's a real thing. It's a thing that kids do, and I still just cannot believe it. I
To rewind this for Dubs, we're gonna rewind this for Dubs because he came in late.
are known to have scenes depicting what has always been
This.
one of the weirdest
That's concho.
Japanese traditions called actions. We call it actions. Called kancho. It's basically
Come here,
when
Dubs. Let me
kids-
concho your butthole.
Well, they take their fingers like this or like this. They sneak up behind somebody, and I'm not even gonna finish the sentence. Don't need to. The picture is painted, and it's a real thing. It's a thing that kids do, and I still just cannot believe it. Would that?
I mean,
go
like,
over in
it's-
your country?
it's-
I feel like it wouldn't. In mine.
Dubs, don't give me that look.
The
Don't give me
butt
that look,
culture is
Dubs.
So deeply ingrained in Japanese TV that the list is far too long for me to even.
Again, Shin-chan's meant for kids in Japan, but yet they market the show for adults. I think it's more of like because it's so like ingrained in like Japanese like humor for kids, they had to put it on Adult Swim because it's like they had to put it somewhere. But that also kind of says like, what does that say about us? What does that say about us?
Weird.
Well, that we had
even begin
like
to
that. That's
list.
marketed for
And
adults, but
butt
but in
culture,
Japan,
by the
that's
way,
like kids
is
stuff.
a very real thing in many forms, and you can catch glimpses of it pretty much everywhere you look in Japan.
I love
Like many,
this.
I used to find it childishly comical to see the sumo butts sticking out of their thongs or fundoshi. In all fairness, I still kind of find it funny. I'm essentially 9 years old. But when I got into Japanese
butts are
festivals,
funny,
my
okay?
festival squad pushed hard the importance of participating butt out in one of these thongs
They
or
are
fundoshi,
treated.
saying that it was
I think those are Yakuza. I actually think those are Yakuza members. Because I know, like, in Japan, if you have a tattoo, like, if you have tattoos all over your body, that typically means you're a Yakuza. I could be wrong. That could be stereotyping, but, like, that's typically what Japanese people, like, think about tattoos.
I think it's because it's more associated that Yakuza do get tattoos,
Yeah.
but there are some people who just get tattoos just to get tattoos.
True.
Nowadays, I think they're kind of
Yeah, 'cause
diverting from that stereotype.
they are kind of, like, getting rid of that stereotype. Like, if I were to go to Japan, I still wouldn't be able to go in, like, onsens, like traditional, like, mom and pop onsens, because of that. I mean, technically speaking, I could say instead of going to Japan, I could say going back to Japan, because technically I was there before. I don't remember much because I was a toddler, but, like,
the man's way to do it. Yep, that's right. In Japan, butt peer pressure, that's a thing.
I love that there's a thing called butt peer pressure. Jay, we have to show off our butts now.
No,
Everyone's doing it. Everyone's,
dude, I don't even have an ass.
and I don't. And I
mean,
do.
You're more human than I am.
I'm all lizard downstairs.
Okay, but you look like you have a human butt, man.
Literally, the human part, it's right here. It's all saurian downstairs, and yes, that includes, like, my penis. My penis is inside of my body. You don't want to know how we use the bathroom.
Only parts, Saurian. Weakling.
Yeah, I'm part Look, T-Rexes have a 3-foot penis. Okay, so what does that say about me? The less
Keep
you
telling
know.
yourself that, man.
The less you know. Look. We're big in every other way too. Don't be jealous. Don't be jealous, you fucking goose.
You seem to forget I'm almost as big as you.
You're still a goose. Just a big one.
Uh-huh.
I need art of you hissing like a goose.
Butt peer pressure. Not a sentence that I ever expected to be saying in my life, but here we are. Those fundoshi, by the way, those are basically just a piece of cloth.
It's
This
just
is
a
right
rag.
here, unused, and they're twisted like this and just kind of shoved right up there, effectively violating the natural laws of both.
God, the
privacy
skid
and
marks
comfort
must be
simultaneously.
awful.
And I guess with so many people having their butts hanging out for the world to
skid
see,
marks,
where
man.
would Japan be without butt soap?
Yeah,
That's right. It
I don't
is
think they have to
soap
worry too much about that.
specifically for your butt that
I-
promises to
yeah.
make it softer and, I don't know, buttier.
They literally
It doesn't
have
really stop
toilets to
soaps.
spray
Like
water up
the
your
TV
ass.
Shows, I could spend
True.
an entire video just going over the
They literally have a
number of
device that
butt-related
does that too.
products. And you would think
What a
think
mobile
I would be done.
butt
But we haven't even gotten to the
cleaner?
really
Yeah,
weird
we just saw
stuff
that.
yet, or
Yeah.
let alone anything
Yeah,
that
so
resembles an explanation for all of this. Now
I think they
we
really have
get
to worry
into some
about
of the
skid marks.
weird. Believe it or not, entire
Darling,
events here in
are
Japan
these
have been
your
based
skid
around
marks?
butts. Like there was an event.
Did you not clean
our
your
body
butt
parts,
docks today?
seemingly innocuous, normal
Oh,
event.
dear.
The major selling point
Wait.
of the event was this giant inflatable butt that you could run.
I can run in and out of someone's ass. I can literally go up someone's ass. This person is way too.
Insert into window here.
This person's way too happy about people going in and out of their butthole.
In and out of. And while events like this one aren't super
Poop!
common in Japan, they're also not uncommon. In fact, they exist. I literally couldn't make this stuff up if I tried. I couldn't. If I'm being fair.
Also, I'm sorry
any
for those
one
who
of
are like
these
say
on
like
its
I'm
own
really comfy
might
to listen
not be
to
all
while they're trying to
that
sleep.
odd, but it's the sheer volume because the list.
No, that
goes
actually warms
on
me up
and
inside
on.
that people
Take,
do
for
that.
example, the month of November here in Japan. It literally has multiple days dedicated to the butt. 3, I believe. November 4th, which is Good Butt Day.
Good Butt
November
Day.
12th, which is technically Good Hip Day, but hip and butt.
Wait, I need to celebrate this. Jay, I need to celebrate Good Hip Day. Yeah. Wait,
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm a hip man myself, so
I
this is
too am
going
a
to
hip
be-
man. I like my
Yeah,
booba. I like my booba, and I like my hips.
I'm going to be completely honest with you. I'm not much of a boob man.
I like boobs. Boobs are great.
For those who are here, I'm gonna say this honestly. Too much is a good thing.
In what capacity?
Having too much is too much of a good thing. Type of spiel. I feel if it could fill your hand comfortably, you're fine.
For me, I love boobs of all sizes. Every size is valid.
Same.
Every size is valid.
Yeah.
Just like
Yeah,
booty.
every size is valid.
Just like booty. All booty is valid. I don't
Depends
care.
on the booty.
To me, I don't care as long as the person's nice and I like the person.
Yeah.
I don't care about their like booty or booba. It's all nice to me.
This is just more of like an attraction thing, but often attraction doesn't mean like physical attraction is different from emotional attraction. Emotional attraction is like the idea that you like someone for who they are. Physical attraction is just what makes your mind go awooga wooga.
Yeah, I mean, like for me, I think the most hottest thing of all is like if someone's willing to put up with me. They have the patience of a saint, the mental fortitude of a nuthouse.
I wonder why.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
Nothing. Love you, Carl.
Love you too. I'm actually kind of fucking crazy.
But are kind of interchangeable in Japan, so we'll let it slide.
Yeah, they must be crazy.
And November 30th, which is once again Good Butt Day. Now, in all fairness, pretty much every count.
Wait, you get 2 good butt days? What do you do on good? What do you do on Good Butt Day? Do you like slap each other's butts and go, oh, good butt, oh, good butt. That's a good butt right there. Just
Maybe do a lot more kanenchi.
I'm just yeah, you just do a lot. Everyone's just going around conchoing each other in the butt, going like, "Oh, good butt day to you too, sir." I'm gonna move on before I get canceled for this shit.
Calendar day in Japan is dedicated to something.
I think you're
Mountain
fine.
Day, there's Dog Day, even November 11th for all of its significance overseas.
Did you know they have a thing called Princess Day? Did you know that?
I mean, depends on what you mean by princess. Are we talking like an old royal princess, or are we talking about
I mean like
the pillow variety?
I think it's just like their version of like Women's Day.
Ah, that makes sense.
Yeah, where essentially it's like, if I remember correctly, it's like the man has to do whatever the woman says and no questions, and it's usually like kind of like a shopping day for women. For women, they have like a lot of crazy deals. And they give out like these really beautiful ornate dolls. I think my mom had a couple.
Here in Japan is referred to as Pocky Day, after the Japanese snack Pocky. You know, because it looks like a bunch of one. But 3 days dedicated to the butt in a single month. It feels like a lot.
Look,
and if it's not strange enough
look,
to have
this country
entire
loves their booty.
days dedicated to the butt, how about an entire Japanese shrine dedicated? Yes, butt shrines. It's a thing. Up in northern Japan, in an area called Tochigi, there is a shrine dedicated to, well, let's call it illnesses of the butt.
Can you imagine being a shrine priest or a shrine priestess? Just like talking to like your friends or like having like a potential partner be like, so what does your girlfriend do exactly? Oh, well, you know, my girlfriend, she's a shrine maiden. Oh, what kind of shrine maiden? She's a butt shrine maiden. She goes to the temple where people worship butts. Butt stuff.
I don't. Okay, so that might sound weird in our culture, but I'm assuming it's not that bad in theirs.
No. It's just like on paper, especially like on paper here in like in the West. Yeah, it sounds a little funny. Like, oh yeah, I'm a butt priest.
I don't even know where to begin explaining on this.
God, that
one.
sounds like a bad porno
Basically,
name.
People go to the
The
shrine
butt
and
priest.
wiggle on up to it, and pray in the hopes that their butt illnesses will.
I have
will
come
go
to
away, that the
worship
butt
your
gods
booty
will take
in
care of
many
them.
ways.
This-
Bring me the
this
booty.
gets me
Give me
wondering,
the
I wonder
booty.
if they
Bring
have
me the
little- Like in
booty.
Japan, shrines often have these protective charms called omamori. I wonder if the butt shrine has omamori. I'm definitely overthinking. But more amazing,
God,
that's
that'd be
not the only
funny.
butt shrine either.
Protect the
For a
booty.
while, Don Quixote, one of the big shops, I believe the one
Ooh.
in Tokyo's Akihabara district, actually had a small in-store butt
What the
shrine
fuck?
that people would go and
What the
visit and take
fuck?
pictures with. And how many times have I said butt today? I'm slowly dying inside. And you know what? I think that
Look,
this is an
Look,
appropriate.
he's one step closer to being a VTuber. He's one step close to being a VTuber. Talking about butts all the time, that's a common thing for VTubers. Like, you'll fit right on in, buddy. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong.
I don't know if you're right or wrong.
Exactly.
Appropriate time to
Depends on what the
take
context
a break
is.
and have myself some butt cake.
Damn, that's a nice
Yes,
cake.
I ordered a butt cake specifically
that is
for
some
this video. This
crashing
is amazing.
cake.
More amazingly is I
Yes.
ordered this online yesterday and it
I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't use a fork. I'm not gonna lie, I would actually just dive in, like, just face first.
Gotta eat that booty like cake.
I will feast on it like a fucking wild animal. I love how chat is knowing more and more about me and how much of a freak I am.
I think they have a good understanding that you're a freak.
I'm dying on the inside.
arrived today.
As opposed to dying on the outside?
Today,
I'm already
cake
there. I've already
delivery
died on the
is
outside once.
also a thing in Japan, and I would be so happy if I could tell you that this is Japan's only butt-themed food. But I think we both know that that would be a wildly inaccurate statement. There's cakes, cookies, the list goes on. I'm not even gonna try to list
Pies,
the number
cream
of butt
pies,
things. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go
Boston
ahead and
cream
put this
pies.
aside for now. We'll get to that later. Now, if I were to make any attempt whatsoever at explaining any of this, there's a phase that children go through that
Uh-oh.
in Japanese is known as komonki. It can basically be translated into going through a butt phase.
A butt phase.
I mean,
It's just a phase, Mom. It's just a phase.
it's just your face, man.
Yeah, I'm interested
again,
in plowing
this is,
plowing my face through some booty. It's just a phase.
Take this. I don't. It's like, what do I respond to? Just like, it's a booty. It's all about the booty.
I like how you're playing this straight, and I'm like an actual fool, just going balls out about all of this, and you're just sitting here being Mr. Straight Lace.
What do you expect me to do? Be like Mr. Weirdo? I'm not gonna lie. I'm probably the most say-so of the friends you have,
Oh, absolutely.
and I draw some questionable things.
You do.
Time to time, but yet I seem to be more normal in this situation.
I mean, true. I think that's just how like the dynamic of our friendship is.
Yeah, I
Freudian. It did not.
I
usually-
relay my emotions better when I do artwork, especially
Yeah.
when it comes to making funny shit.
It's like a good nullifier almost.
in Japan and is no way unique to Japan as a country, but Japanese people seem to have really leaned into this and turned it into a subculture all of its own.
Look, some people have a brony face, like I did. I had a brony face, but others people have butt faces.
Starting
I'm
with
gonna be
a
honest with you,
simple
bro.
childhood interest.
What?
there
You're
are
probably
even
still in the
kan-
brony phrase.
Oh God, no, I'm not. I'm out of my brony phase. Oh, thank Christ.
kanji
Sure
practice
you
books
are.
for learning Japanese kanji.
Just because
for
I know some
kids
of the
that are
songs
called
by heart.
Unko kanji drill. That's poop.
So you
kanji
are still in your brony
drill.
phase.
No,
That is
no,
a separate
I'm never
topic.
going back.
Feed
Totally
into
different
feed
Now, on
into
its
your
surface, this childhood
temptations,
phase I
brother.
loved for
You
all
know
the
you
button
still love 'em.
themed products and events
No,
and so on.
I'm never
may
going
well
back.
explain a
I'm
great
never going full
deal
brony.
of what we've covered here
I
today.
mean, it
You know,
depends
except
on
for
what we
BK
refer
and-
to as still being
and
the
the
bro.
butts
You know, I'm gonna stop
or
there.
the sumo. Or
I'm not into
okay, never
clopping,
mind.
if that's
It
what you're
explains
getting
nothing,
at.
and it will forever be a mystery.
Oh, no.
But
Yeah,
but
I
at least you're stuck
will-
suffering through having all of
I-
this
I'm not- I don't
knowledge
wanna say it on
along
stream.
with me now, and you can
Oh,
never
oh,
unlearn.
oh.
Good luck with that, and I have a cake to finish.
Again, no fork. I would just dive straight into those cheeks.
He likes
This is
both.
what my life has become. I've to do shopping.
He likes ponies. I don't like ponies. I don't
You sure
like
about that?
ponies.
You sure about that?
Yes. Yes, I'm sure I don't like ponies. I don't like My Little Pony anymore. Ah.
Uh-huh.
I will not be gaslamped. I will not be gaslamped by this.
It's gaslighted.
I will not be gaslamped. I will not be
It's
gaslamped by this.
gaslighted.
I know it is. I'm just doing this to get a rise out of you, and it's working. And it's actually kind of working. Also, by the way, how was Ferocious?
Oh, it's actually really fun.
Is it?
Yeah. I will state it depends on how fast you do everything. It should take you a good 4 hours to do, so it's not like a long ass game. Because it is a playtest. It's not a full game.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I was wondering about that, because I saw I saw like an image of a T-Rex from that, and I thought and I swear to God, I thought it was AI.
Yeah. Oh, I don't think it's AI. I think what they did was that they have their own unique stylization for the creatures.
Yeah, let me actually see if I can find the
Yeah.
image. Let me see if I can find the image.
Because the image that they show you for the game is also a creature image too. Like you will see that creature in that game.
Okay. So,
Or
okay, are you like
in
on
the-
are you like on a planet or
So the premise of the game is, so far from what I learned, is that you were out in the middle of the sea with your brother, and then a storm caused or something attacked your boat, making your boat shipwrecked on the island.
right?
And now you must have to deal with a bunch of mercenaries while also making sure you have to survive dinosaurs as well. So this game is primarily focused. I like the best way to describe it. It's like Far Cry meets
Dino
dinosaurs.
Crisis. I was gonna say Dino Crisis.
Dino Crisis is not a really good example because Dino Crisis kind of focuses on you hunting dinosaurs. This one focuses on you more dealing with mercenaries, and that's why I kind of say Far Cry, because Far Cry kind of has that premise in this game, and you can tame the dinosaurs.
Oh, okay. So, chat, this is what I saw, and this is why I was gonna ask you about this because it looks very AI.
You have to show me. I have yet to see it.
Hang on, let me throw.
Oh, yeah, that is definitely an AI art. You could tell by the back legs and the
Yeah, that's what I
still
was.
there.
Yeah, because I was.
But they
wondering
did
about
make a
that.
model. That's an actual model in the game.
Yeah.
That one's not AI.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming what they probably did was when they were making the game, they did use AI to generate the designs.
Mm-hmm.
and then they modeled the creatures after them.
Which I don't know how I feel about that. If that is true.
I don't. I'm gonna be honest with you. I can't say for sure it's a bad thing because as long as they're putting the work in, I'm fine with it. It's the creature design that kind of bothers me, is because not everyone's an artist, and to get someone who can actually do really good creature design without falling into the same problem so many industry standard companies do, which, oh, thank you for moving me away for a bit. Because right now, there is a consistent problem with Hollywood.
Yeah.
You've probably seen this with the D-Rex. The D-Rex has this body shape. It is referred to as the future predator body shape, or another term a lot of people like to use is the Cloverfield body shape.
I was honestly gonna say Rancor body shape.
One of those two, and it's a very common Hollywood monster creature design, because they fall into these three categories, which is long-limbed walk on knuckles design. There is the basic bug design, and then lastly a huge hulking monster design. They don't go away from those design theories a lot, and it does tend to be a problem in the industry as well, because it kind of makes everything seem too samey a lot.
Well, that, and I can also say the same thing about the V-Rex, the Vastatosaurus.
So the V-Rex is different, because V-Rex is supposed to be a biological descendant of Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Right.
And that's okay, because that means it's basically trying to keep in line with the animal itself. It's supposed to be this is supposed to be a descendant of that animal, and that's okay when you're trying to make creature design.
Right, but I'm saying because it's because of the V-Rex, a lot of people in Hollywood have just been using the V-Rex in some capacity, or the body of the V-Rex.
And that's generally a lot a good viewpoint, because right now because of what they did in King Kong Skull Island.
Yeah.
They essentially redesigned the same kind of using that same design theory, because this has actually been an ongoing problem in another aspect when we talk about make-believe dinosaurs. That's they'll always use the crocodile formation. Also, this is what I was referring to. Not the post.
Oh,
I don't know why. Hold on, that's not what I was going to show you.
Let me see here.
Don't mind that. Don't mind it.
Oh, I was gonna look it up anyways.
But here, this was what I was referring to.
Yeah, the Rancor / future predator.
Yeah, this is a very ongoing problem in the creature creation, creature design field. It's a lot of people are starting to use that same three basic creatures, which is Squat Bug, Chode gorilla design, and Linky monster man.
Well, and I think
the D-Rex kind of falls under that same. That falls under that.
Which, don't get me wrong, I like the D-Rex. I think it looks interesting, especially since for Jurassic Park, which, don't get me wrong, I like these movies that are coming out, but at the same time, I'm also Jurassic Park really didn't need to be a franchise like this.
Yeah.
I will agree with you.
It really should have ended, right? It really should have ended, I want to say, maybe Jurassic World.
Yeah, but at the same time, I know why they continue the process is because it is generally a franchise that you can get a lot of stuff out of it.
and honestly, it was going to continue no matter which way we looked at it because
Sure.
people did like they like dinosaurs. Dinosaurs have are always going to be in the popular media eye.
Yeah.
That's going to be a forever thing. We have no decision on that.
Right. Also, hang on real quick. I'm gonna put a be right back screen on. Or if you want to entertain chat while I run to the bathroom real quick.
All right.
I'm gonna crank up the music just a little bit. All right, there you go. You have the floor now.
Come on, while we listen to the great Graro Brown make fried chicken in his bathroom. Listen closely. He is actually making fried chicken right now. Look at it, hear him sizzling. I don't know where I was going with that at all. I'm generally just like here, entertaining. You know what? I got a plan, guys. I know I said this a lot, but everyone in here should say something nice about Guerrero. I usually like to joke around and call him baby arms, but generally he's a nice dude. He needs some like pick me ups here. So at least, can you say at least one nice thing about him? I think he's a swell guy. But don't hold on to it until we get like he comes back. You have to say it when he gets back. Or it's not gonna work. So way done, girl. Seen at the club, oh mama. I'm kind of listening to Pink Pony Club right now, guys. So. Sorry, I'm kind of like currently listening to some issues right now. For those who don't know, I'm a Path of Titans modder. Like my entire, what I do off stream is I work on mods for Path of Titans. Currently, another modder is having so much issues with their current mod. It kind of makes making up feel a little like overwhelmed.
Say what now?
And another modder is having some issues because like they're having problems figuring out why their mods are not working.
For Path of Titans.
Yeah, like they're generally having some issues because there have been some problems with their mod and they don't know what's causing it. Because the logs don't show anything at all.
That's weird. Well, I wouldn't know like what it's like to to mod for like Path of Titans. So like it's as good as your guess is as good as mine.
Yeah, it's such an issue, and the problem is, I will state this, is we don't get a lot of like help sometimes. I can't go fully into detail since I am under NDA, but it does give us.
Oh, you're under NDA.
Yeah.
Not
really big.
Ooh, okay. Also, let me see here. Because I was looking up some stuff that we can watch as well. Because I wanted to check out this guy out, the guy we just saw about the butt stuff. Yes, I was looking up like butt stuff.
I
Oh,
don't
hey,
know
Hollow.
how to.
I seem to have arrived at a very interesting time.
Yeah, we're
silly
talking.
little theropods.
We are talking about butt stuff.
Interesting.
Also, Hollow, do you have the Hammond Collection Spino?
I'm going to strangle you.
Okay, Kermit the Frog.
I don't know why I'm in a Kermit mood, but like suffice to say, no, I do not, and I am still very upset
I
about
saw
it.
that. I was like, is he talking like Kermit the Frog?
Yeah, I'm gonna strangle you. I'm gonna strangle you.
Kermit the Frog here. I'm going to strangle you with my wife's sash. I'm gonna make sure you never wake up again. Yes.
You will never question my authority again.
It's
You'll
like,
never question my authority
I
again.
will strangle you with the Rainbow Connection.
I will strangle you with the Rainbow Connection.
I'm
Every
not
day.
supposed to say I do not
I will
have it.
drown you in my swamp, you mother.
Oh, you don't have it?
Yeah, no, I went to my local Target
Oh,
on like the day of, and somebody sniped it like just over a week before I got there.
Okay.
Yeah,
do you want to know what I? Do you want to know what I did to get mine?
What did you do, bro?
I actually had while I was editing my channel trailer, which I want to show that off by the way. I want to show off my channel trailer. I'm actually kind of proud of it. But
I didn't even watch it yet.
yeah. So what I did while I was editing and doing what I do, I had the Target page for it open.
Okay.
And that morning, I will say that morning, I woke up. The first thing that I did was that I refreshed the page, and as soon as I saw it said like, "Oh, the Hammond Collection Spinosaurus is live," I sniped it.
Same. I was on Twitter. Okay, so I follow a toy guy on Twitter. Like he would tell you like updates about like Jurassic figures and all of this. What happened was as soon as I saw that post, I immediately went to Target and was like pre-ordered this shit, and I'm so glad I did, because hearing Red Claw like disparately say, "Oh shit, I went to a Target one day and couldn't find it," and I was like, "Oh fuck, I feel so bad for this guy."
Yeah, no, a lot of us are very not okay.
I will say this,
especially with just the way this was handled.
I will say this because of how mine turned out. Make sure your hands are right.
Yeah. That was a thing where I was like, maybe I should be more patient.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll re-release it, but for a broader audience, because I know that's.
I feel like they will, or they're gonna have to.
They have to with the fumble this bad, because like, I don't know why they didn't think that it would, that they should have pumped out more.
Yeah, it was so strange how like they just decided, you know what, we're just gonna release it for only Target only, and it was like,
well, that's the Hammond
that's a
Collection
bad idea. If you release the Giga for the wider audience and you release the Rex for the wider audience, and so many people bought those, they were going to want the Spino as well. It's going to cause issues.
I
Well, the
think it's
other
because
thing,
they.
huh?
Go ahead.
I was gonna say it's kind of like the irritator.
Yeah.
Where the
Kind of, yeah.
well, because like the irritator was infamous for like never showing up on targets.
Yep.
And then the aftermarket for a Hammond Collection irritator is fucking ridiculous. Like, I want to see if anyone can find an irritator, like even just like not even in box for like less than like 200.
Yeah.
It's kind
I
of
was
crazy.
I was thinking of going out on a toy hunt today, but I kind of had to stay home for important reasons.
Oh,
So
no,
I might do
you're
it tomorrow.
I mean, like, I will be on the lookout for a Spino for like you or like Red or anybody who wants one, and I'll ship it. Like it's not a problem.
No, it's mine. I will have it myself.
Okay, I mean, like if I see it, I'll snap it and snatch it up and be like, hey, here you go.
Oh,
Like I'll
No,
even
no
I'll
gifts.
even I'll even cover shipping. Like dead
no,
ass.
no gifts. I'll strangle you. No.
I mean, alrighty.
Look at these arms. I have at least 9 of them.
I was gonna make a fisherman's wife joke about that one. It was
Did I
like,
strangle my wife? Excuse me?
no, it's an old hentai thing where it was called the fisherman's wife, and it's the origin of tentacle hentai.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was gonna say, yeah, I bet the fisherman's wife really loved your hands.
Get out.
I like how it just suddenly clicked and it's just like, nope. Just no.
But
Just
yeah,
get-
no. I am keeping my eyes out for it. Like, I am gonna try to be a lot more patient about it because I became more. I was very like obsessive over the Allosaurus, and then I'm like, you know what? I should have been should be more patient and just wait.
Yeah, because like
about
the
these
Allosaurus is like
things.
everywhere now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatchamacallit. And the other thing is, it is definitely something that I'm going to like put some extra effort into it because I am not pleased with how the sale looks. So I'm definitely going to like go out and get some paint, and I'm just gonna dab a bit of extra blue. Just
No,
to
I
make it
don't
really
blame you.
stick and pop.
Yeah, I don't.
Because like I see that it's there, it's just so slight, so minute that like it might as well not be.
I mean,
So I'm like, no, there has to be more.
I mean, I'm looking at mine and I do not see the blue.
Yeah, see, it's so because that's the thing, it's so slight.
No,
you have to really like look.
Hang on.
What
let me-
blue?
Wait, what'd you say?
On
Jay?
what?
So on the 3D model for the Spinosaurus in the movie, there is a patch of blue on the sail.
Yeah, it is. The blue
yeah.
is basically between where the actual spines, bone, are. Sort of kind of show that extra bit of color in between those gaps.
Yeah, and
And
so I even have like my my phone flashlight on, and I'm shining
Yeah.
on the Spino. There is no blue.
damn, because I've seen pictures of people's spinos, and I see like a very smidge of blue, and I'm like, there needs to be more.
I got a tint of blue.
Yeah, there's like a tint of blue in between the sails, but
Yeah,
don't-
that's what it is.
yeah, like in between the sails, but like I don't see like the hint of blue patterns.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, no, there needs to be the blue, and so my goal is to basically just go in and paint the little blue myself.
Yeah, and also be careful of how your hands are because mine have 2 left hands.
Yes.
unfortunately. And I know like I've been talking about this damn toy for like the entire stream, but you know what? I'm actually really happy about that I actually got it.
It's really cool. I don't blame you.
It's honestly my favorite Hammond collection figure. Like, I'm not gonna
Yep.
lie.
Like,
Yeah.
it probably would be mine too, because like it is a dinosaur that I have, well, myself and plenty of people within the community of collecting these stuff have been like wanting of like
Well,
the Hammond Spinoid.
well, and I'm looking at the legs, and it seems like mine's a little bow-legged.
Yeah, it's old. It's an old man.
Well, oh wait, no, I think. Well, yeah, like it's a little bow-legged. I'll have to show you like on a front view, but like the legs don't look right. Oh wait, no, I think that's just how the. No, never mind. It's fine. Just looking
Not
at
very
it.
well.
Yeah, it just looks weird. Like just looking at it head on.
Oh, on another toy front, because I've been sharing this information with a lot of my other collector buddies, I have the Toy Hack stickers for Tidal Wave.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh boy, is it so many stickers! And there's so much Tidal Wave to apply them to. So.
And also, I wanted to. So I said I was gonna show this off, but God, I have to whip out my damn webcam again.
Pull it out.
Oh, whip it out, girl.
Oh.
You gotta whip it out,
Oh,
cool.
I will, and I gotta go into the closet to grab it because I stored it in the closet. But basically, so I've been collecting the. Hang on, I'm a little far away from the mic. I do apologize. Let me pull this out real quick. So I've been collecting these third-party Dinobots for a while now. It's pretty
Which one?
much it has pretty much consumed my entirety for like my Transformer collection.
Oh, which one?
Hang on, give me a second here.
Very well. Oh, is it the Kang Toy Dinobots? Is it the?
Yeah, it's the Kang Toy Dinobots.
Yeah, they're really cool.
They are, and I will show them off all the ones that I have at the moment. Snarl, I will say in advance, Snarl is in his foot mode, and that is where he will forever stay.
In leg. Has he become leg?
He has become leg, and I'm not transforming him back.
Fair enough.
Well, because of the fact that he is a bitch to transform in all of his modes.
Oh, yeah, I could see that being an issue.
Yeah, like he will forever be a leg. He will forever be foot. This is his home now. His home is foot. So, all right. So I'm pulling out Swoop because I also have Swoop. But so
Swoop.
yeah. So I have Swoop, Slag, and Snarl. Which Snarl is a foot, and Slag and Swoop are now are going to be arms. Hang on, let me pop this little bastard in. But yeah, Snarl is really, or not Snarl, but Slag is really cool. It's really cool how they did the concept for the Triceratops because of the frills.
Yeah.
So what they did with the frills is that they turned it into like a bladed dragoon unit.
Oh.
And you get like little stands for each of the little dragoons. It's really cool. I really, really like it.
This is your dragoon.
Now what's cool though is that like I have to figure out like where exactly Slag's weapons go for the combined sword. But like just about every one of their weapons will contribute to like a larger piece basically.
Yes.
Swoop's arm, or not his arms, but his wings are gargantuan. Like you actually, in order for you to have him properly on your on your desk, you have to like double fold in his wings.
Okay.
And the result is that he's still like fucking enormous.
Yeah.
He's probably the easiest one to transform because it's a Pteranodon. There's really not much you can do with that one.
Yeah.
But Slag is the Triceratops, so I'm really curious on how that one's gonna go. But let me give him a stand. And what's kind of cool is that like both Slag and Swoop, they come with like combiner mode hands, and the hands actually make little spiders.
Oh yeah, I saw that the extra hands become spiders.
Yeah, so there we go. So let me turn on my screen share for you guys. Or not. Oh wait, let me actually turn on my webcam for you guys since
Behold.
Or I guess you just have to watch the stream because it ain't.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna be doing instead of things.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. So
Oh, those Dinobot figures.
Yeah.
I just got Slag. And
Oh, nice.
this dude is-
I love these. I seem to never find them though.
Go to Shozi. Shozi is the place where you can get them. And if these are too big for you, they're coming out with the same figures but in a smaller scale.
Yeah. They're doing a tiny legend together too.
Yeah. So that's Slag. And like I said, each one of these little frill bits actually can fold out, and they become like a little Dragoon unit. It's really cool. I love these so much. So I have a feeling though that they're not taking they're taking their time, but they're not at the same time. They're not extending it out to an agonizing pace like they did with the Predacons.
Oh yeah.
They took their time with those, but then again, that is like one of the. I'm sure King Toys did other stuff before, but that's like their first, like,
It was.
I guess premium combiner that they've made.
It was, and yeah, they really took their time with it. I would honestly say probably to an agonizing degree that they did.
Yeah, because they had to figure out how it would all work, and then on top of that, there were a few QC issues that some of them ended up having, and then they re-released them in like one giant set that you can get.
It was like purple and black for some reason.
Yeah, they did a purple and black one.
And then this
And
is the weapon
then-
that comes with Slag.
Oh,
And you can
I know
actually-
they.
You can Darth Maul it or do that.
And then I know for their like designs, they had to like make entirely new figures to basically fit spaces that they didn't have before. So like
Yeah.
you had wolves that made up the feet, and then you had a gorilla that became like the waist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To me, I think that's a little bit overkill. If
Yeah.
if you're asking me like that, I feel like it's a tad bit overkill. Like here, from what I'm seeing, is that they're just doing the main Dinobots and Scorn.
Yeah.
Like those are the main Dinobots that they're doing. So yeah, so this is Slag. Swoop is right here just because, again, he's an absolute monster of a figure.
Yep.
So Jay, you know how big his wingspan is?
I can already see from just like you messing around with it.
Just folding that out, and folding that out. There you go. That is his wingspan. You actually flatten that out just to kind of give you a rough estimate.
Yeah, I guess. Like I said, I could already guess from the way his how big the wings take up on his back. I could assume that thing is massive.
Oh yeah, no, these are masterpiece scale. So yeah, his wings are gargantuan. So that is why he is displayed with his wings furled up for a reason. And then Snarl is in his foot mode.
Leggy.
Yeah, he is in his foot mode. That is honestly, it's actually kind of a scientifically accurate Stegosaurus.
Yeah.
No,
it is
no, like
kind of
it is
accurate.
No, I thought you were making a joke, but I realized you were actually referring to something.
Yeah, so when he's in his Stegosaurus mode, he's actually pretty scientifically accurate. Like, he actually has the right proportions, even the longest neck. But a Stegosaur actually...
That's good to hear.
Yeah, so they did do their research with him, and so these are the combiner mode hands. And yeah, you can actually turn them into like little spiders. And this is the one for slag. And then you can just like fold in the nails. Personally, I want to just keep the nails out. Technically, you are supposed to just fold in the nails, but for me, I want to display my Volcanicus with the nails out, just because that just looks nasty, looks more feral. And what's cool is that they're interchangeable, so like, if you don't want your Volcanicus to have your slag or swoop be a lefty or righty, you can literally just swap it out.
So you're basically getting like
He's ambidextrous, yeah. It's really cool. But yeah, it's a really, really cool feature to have. Personally, I really love this feature. And
Also, can I ask? This is generally something I want to ask. Are these like? I know they're supposed to combine together, but are these like sold individually?
they are sold individually, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, they are not cheap. These are not cheap.
Yeah, I figured.
They are like $100 something odd a pop.
Yeah, that might be something that's a little like future development type shit.
Yeah, and also let me see how this actually work. Trying to But yeah, so I will figure that out later, and I will actually put them all in like a limb configuration later on. But actually, I want to transform him in Triceratops mode before I do all of that. But once they're in like limbo, that's where these fuckers are gonna stay. They're gonna stay in limbo. They will not be in individual robot modes ever again. Just because they are a pain in the ass to transform back. Like, I love these toys, don't get me wrong. I love these toys, but they are so frustrating. Especially Snarl. Those are cool models. Thank you! Yeah, so Kang Toys obviously takes a lot of inspiration from Zoids. And what's kind of cool, though, is that, like, Swoop and Snarl, because they were released early in the year, like right around, I want to say like Chinese New Year, they came with like red envelopes. So it's actually kind of cool.
I'm back.
Welcome back. I was explaining what the Kang Toys Dinobots are, or just what Kang Toys is in general. The next one that's coming out, and he should be going live soon, or at least a notification should be coming out soon that he'll be live, is Sludge. Which is which is their sauropod / like brachiosaur.
Yes.
And Sludge will be another foot. But how they kind of handled Sludge is a little on the crazy side.
Oh, what are they doing with Sludge though? What?
I'll show you. So what they're doing with Sludge is a little kind of nuts. So
I remember the what do we call it? The old like concept art images that he had like a super huge hammer.
Cool.
yeah, so this is
Okay, there I see it. Okay.
yeah, so this is their Sludge.
Yeah.
I love the giant hammer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
I
that
thought
actually
they
can that can actually break apart.
Oh.
And what
Yeah, I
you
remember
can
the concept art was like big text.
yeah, and what you can do is this is kind of like what you can do in the concept art. So you can basically use the brachiosaur head and tail as like basically like bludgeoning weapons.
Oh, interchangeable weapons.
Yeah, and then also give him 4 arms.
The weirdest thing about this, and I'm gonna say this is a weird thing, is that I this is the main kind of gripe I had about Age of Extinction, is they took out two of the Dinobots and replaced one of them with a Spinosaurus.
Well, yeah.
And
well,
now I
Storm's
can
always
see they're kind of like going off of. So the reason I'm going to say this real quick is that it looks like they're trying to do the same thing, except instead of replacing it with a Spinosaurus, they're replacing it with. They're actually giving it back to the Brachiosaur, because it has the same concept of using the tail as a whip, like they did with
kind of yeah.
Snarl.
Yeah,
Not
kind
Snarl. Yeah, that's Snarl.
of. So what they're doing here. So this is Kang Toys' like stylization of the Dinobots. So they're kind of nuts in terms of their style. And I'm also like playing with this little spider that came with my slag, just because I'm very autistic and I want to try to figure this little bastard out.
God, have they ever released a Grimlock yet?
No, not yet. They might soon. They might soon.
Yeah.
But that's the Brachiosaur mode.
Oh God, I don't. I've seen these toys and I want them so bad, but like you said, they are kind of pricey.
They are, and that's the foot mode.
Pricey. One shin.
I might just get the Grimlock, because Grimlock's like my favorite of the Dinobots.
Yeah. Well, what's up, Paulo?
Oh, I just said shin.
I thought you said a question.
No.
But yeah,
I also thought so too.
But yeah, see, that's their like smaller scale version.
Yeah.
I hope they make it cheaper.
It will be. It will be cheaper.
All right, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go eat.
Okay. All right, so because looking at it, yeah, so Sludge will be next, followed by probably either Scorn or Grimlock's probably going to be last.
Yeah, so the next one would probably be
will be Scorn. Yeah.
They already did Snarl, Slag, and Swoop.
Yep. So Sludge will be coming out this month. So supposedly it'll be coming out early this month.
Ooh.
Yeah. So he'll be coming out early this month. Then we have Scorn, which we don't know anything about Scorn at the moment.
I remember the old whatchamacallit concept art is that Scorn's sail become big arm blade shield things.
And that's kind of like what's showing off here in this gray prototype model.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what's going on with this gray prototype model, is that his sail become like giant arm blades.
Yeah.
Now, will this differ? Probably.
Yeah, like there'll probably be some changes, I'm sure, because like once they actually have like it physically made, they might make adjustments to see how they can make it more viable. Of what they were trying to do.
Also, I'm looking at, so I'm actually looking at these two little pieces for the Dinobot combiner for Slag at least.
Volcanicus.
Yeah, for Volcanicus, and it looks like the two spiders are different.
I mean, I'd imagine that.
Well, no,
one
just like
half
how
is a little different.
they're built is a little bit different, actually.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. Or hang on, let me see here. Yeah, they're different. Yeah, they're actually different.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because like I'm looking at their abdomen / like chassis.
Hmm.
Yeah, they're different. Oh, that's actually kind of interesting. Huh. Weird. I thought they were transformed. I thought they transformed the same, and I was just being fucking stupid. No, they're different. They're actually different.
Yes. That's cool.
But yeah, so that's the concept art for Scorn, and it's already looking vastly different than what's going to be coming out.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that. Estimated release is 4th quarter 2022. I have a feeling because they have been pumping out these Dinobots at a pretty fast pace.
Yeah.
Hi Beans, how you doing? Hang on, let me give you a shouty. Hi Beans. Hang on, let me do this real quick. Also, Beans, you came in at a good time. We're actually talking about something normal for once. We're not coming in at like you're not coming in at like anything like sussy.
Well. No, yeah, it is kind of normal. Yeah.
Yeah, we're just yapping about Transformers. That's my favorite dino. I'm doing good. How's my favorite demon doing? Like everyone, go follow Beans. Like she's so great. Like she's really nice. Like she's just an absolute joy to watch. Like please go give her a follow. Yeah, please do. Please do. Like give her all the support. But yeah, so he's gonna be a foot. So he's actually gonna be he's gonna be a lower torso. Yeah, you're my favorite.
Okay.
Yeah, you're my favorite demon. Yeah, so he's gonna be a lower torso because I'm looking at Sludge. Sludge is a foot, Snarl's a foot, Slag is a arm, and so is Swoop. So that would mean Scorn is going to be a lower torso.
Mm-hmm.
Which would make sense because Grimlock obviously is going to be the upper torso.
Yeah. He will form the head.
He will, and the T-Rex head will form the chest.
As it should.
Yeah. But I think we got room for maybe one more video, and then we'll call it quits. And it's going to be this little video right here. It's well, obviously it's not the ad, but I thought this was kind of interesting because this is something that I've always wanted to do, is like explore like abandoned buildings and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But he's exploring a abandoned love hotel.
Oh.
Yeah. I saw this, I was like, ooh, this sounds interesting. I want to give this a look. But yes, Beans, how are you doing today? Yeah, spooky. Yeah, I always loved ghost hunting.
You can buy this abandoned love hotel, a remnants of the riches of Japan's bubble era. Now,
Ooh, let's see here. I used to do that a lot for cosplay shoots. Yeah, you told me like a lot of the places that you went to, Kira, like a lot of them were really, really cool. Oop, ah. No, that's not what I wanted.
probably won't.
There we go. Let's see here. Let's do shout out. And also, if you guys haven't yet, please go follow me and Kira. There we go.
Won't want to, but you can. Let's take a peek inside.
And let me go ahead and share that.
As you can see, it is dark in here. So this is one of those rare adventures where I'm pulling out a flashlight. The old piping up there really tells a story, and we kind of started here in the basement. I want to start off at the front entrance. It just feels like the most appropriate place. So we'll come back out and go around the side of the building.
Hang on, hang on for a second. Let me grab my little ear. Okay, those are okay. Those right there are all over Florida. These little spiders. No, these spiders. Those.
Oh.
Hang on, let me shove this in my. Hang on for a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Sorry, I need to take like my little eardrops because I am I am deaf in one ear.
A ton of spiders all over the
because
place.
of
Try not to
earwax
walk
buildup.
into any. I did a quick scan earlier.
And I bought this
It looks empty.
I think it's like called Deep Rocks.
It shouldn't be, but we'll proceed slowly and
So it says I should squirt this stuff into my ear for the next 2 to 4 days, and then just suck it out with like the little like rubber valve that it comes with.
Here
Yes.
parking bays, which would lead directly into the rooms themselves.
Ooh.
Explore handpicked hotels through the edit. And unlock upgrades.
I will say this though, like after leaving the military, I'm realizing just how expensive hotels are.
Make more
Yeah.
of what's yours.
And I kind of miss that.
With Google Play Games. Explore the.
It is a windy fall day right now. Got these old straw brooms right in the entrance here, and beside more straw brooms, there's an old empty doghouse here.
Ooh.
This CRT is also relatively new. It's Panasonic, so it probably died long before this place did, which, considering the condition of the rooms I'm about to show you, is hard to believe at the time of recording was only abandoned about a year ago.
Oh, that's
The
weird.
office is right in here.
That's weird to think about.
year ago?
Is the condition
Yeah.
of the main office. Now, usually this camera can handle just about anything, but I feel like we need the flashlight here.
Dude, this was a love hotel.
Perspective on just
Yeah, Kira, because you're
tons
special.
of old papers and documents, monitoring equipment, old switch boxes for the rooms.
Sticker 124.
Ceilings have definitely deteriorated. Got some storage over here, and then this stairway here would likely lead us down to the basement that we just started in. So let's go check out the rooms themselves. Okay, so there's rooms up on this level, and there's rooms down below. I kind of want to start with the ones down below.
I want to know what this place looks like.
These stairs are incredibly dusty, and it seems
Like, I want to know what this place looked like when it was in business.
Oh, okay, when it was in business, so I guess, like, I mean, we're kind of looking at it right now. I mean, we're
No, I was like, no, I'm like wondering what this place actually was like whenever it was like open.
Theme
Yeah, when there was customers, when there was people.
Is storage.
Well, I want to know what
Piss.
made it,
It's
you
an
know,
absolute mess.
shut down. That's what I want to know.
See, but it's also very
Eh, maybe they just lost business. Maybe they relocated.
There's an old gourd
Couldn't handle the
over
leak.
here,
Couldn't keep paying the
keys
lease.
over here,
that's true,
Nick and
too.
Eco-friend, and a tackle box full of thumbtacks for some reason. Somebody's bag has been.
I don't.
behind
Why is it
the
thumbtack?
toilet
Why are there thumbtacks there?
for some
I
reason,
don't
and
know.
all the wallpaper
What horrible
is
evil
starting to
did they
peel
have done
off
there?
here, and this bath
Huh.
is just.
Sorry,
something
I'm
that
still like
horror
playing with this
movie.
little spider, and I'm like,
This guy loves his credit card. He
That's
says
fair.
it's long since
I am
canceled, but
applying stickers to Tidal Wave at the moment.
so let's keep going. I can't imagine there was ever a time where this hallway didn't feel abandoned. Interesting. This thing clearly is being used for a ton of storage as well, but there's also this old
which spider? Oh, the spider that you get with the
maze.
with the
And
Dinobot
for some
combiner.
reason, all the remotes for the entire hotel. And if we're looking for positives, the bath in this one is clean.
Trying to figure out how to actually like
Aside from the off-brand
convert it
Nintendo
into a
telescreen.
spider.
And the headboard on this bed is mirrored on all sides. Next room seems to have enough light that we don't really need the flashlight, but this room has been completely.
Where did my tweezers go?
This place was built in 1981 and most certainly smells like it. Stained glass window for
Okay.
the torture bath.
Well, that's a cool window.
When you take a look up at the ceiling, I just don't want to spend any more time in this particular room. We are moving on. There's more to see. It seems we're almost at the end of the ones on the bottom, but this one has the door closed, and those always make me just a little bit nervous that we might run into somebody. And
Yeah, it's the one that comes with the Triceratops.
Oh, door slammed. Scared
Ooh.
me a little bit. I should have expected it. But I
Okay.
didn't. But let me show you something. The dust in this room really makes me wish that I had brought a mask with me this time. Seriously, these dust particles are giving off strange.
You know that you can actually buy a house in Japan for cheap?
Retro gaming
I've heard
machines
that you
here.
can
I
get
don't know
some
where
houses really
you're from,
cheaply.
But when I was a
Say what?
child, the nearby, I can't remember.
I've heard that you can get houses
what it was.
fairly cheap in Japan. I've
Yeah, because apparently it's like I guess it's like you buy the land and the house kind of comes for free.
yeah.
I thought about like I'm not gonna lie, just because I don't want to live in the U.S. anymore. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of thought about that shit.
Yeah, it is becoming less and less desirable every day.
It really is.
Abandoned Love Hotel.
How to use AutoQuote Explorer. First, start a quote.
God damn it. There we go.
Close that gently this time. This particular one was built
Especially with
in
everything that's going on in the White House,
1981. One of the
I
reasons it
want to
closed
get
down
out of
is there
here.
was a landslide in the area that killed off access to this particular hotel and more in the area, and they were basically forced to close. And the floor here is so incredibly soft. Does not feel
Weird.
anywhere near safe. All the floorboards have basically rotted away here.
You know, I actually kind of heard like
Walls,
Tatami is like on the
between
decline
them,
in
otherwise my
Japan.
feet
Weirdly enough.
slip right in. There's another game machine here, and in the bathtub here.
Gaming machine. The gamers.
You know, I actually had so I knew a kid who
This machine, and
the
actually
guy had like
on
a
the machine
full blown
here,
like
there's this section that says
pachinko game in his room.
amusement only.
Damn.
Mostly because in many ways, gaming
Yeah,
machines
no,
are
like he had like a
actually
full blown ass
They
pachinko
find ways
game in
around
his
it.
room.
For example, if you win
And I mean, like, it wasn't like
slots,
electronic
you
pachinko.
can
No, it was like
get a bag
old
to
school
take to a
pachinko.
nearby shop and exchange for your prize. Nice little way to circumvent the system. But look at the web this guy has going here. You can see him.
Circumvent the system.
And with this one,
Create a web of lies.
It looks like
Circumvent the system.
was made to at least clean it out. But as with many places in Japan, it ended up just being left exactly in this state because of how expensive it is to clean this stuff out. Now, while this...
Well, I can imagine cleaning a love hotel would not be easy to clean.
Got one more room
Yeah.
down this way. Because this is for sale, it can't just be entered into by anyone, and I required special permission to come in here today. And it looks like finally this room here might have a bit of a theme. Ooh, and
Ooh.
theme indeed. Old Japanese ryokan
theme.
floor here
Okay,
is
honestly,
much worse. Oh, okay.
Just
I
the way he
wanna-
said that, I just good.
I want to find the butt shrine maiden and bring her to this love hotel.
Christ.
That is a thing. You jest, but that is a thing apparently. Me and Jay learned about this today. That is a thing.
Rotted, as well as the ceiling,
This concerns me.
which much has just given away. Mind you, I like the old retro 70s style garbage pail, but the peeling wallpaper in the bath and toilet area is just a vibe of its own.
I'm not gonna lie though. If I were to go to a love hotel, I would
thought I heard something.
kinda
There's
like
cars
to stay
going
in this
past, like,
room.
It's not a car. It sounded like footsteps and a squeak. The wind has been strong today, so I'm gonna
I feel like
pop it up to wind.
you would be obligated to go into the dinosaur love hotels that they have. That
Head up to the next
Is that a thing?
yes,
I need to look at this now.
there was. I don't know if it's still like around because I saw it like a few years ago, I believe. Good old Sea Dog of EA and Chris of Broad went to one.
Okay, this is the most
I need to go to this now.
yet, but the real
I need to go find like it's an old video. I think it was like from 2 or 3 years ago.
what's up?
Oh, was
I
it?
don't remember on which channel. I don't remember on which channel it was. If it was on Chris or Sea Dogs.
All over the
So
place.
just them going to.
Seems like we have
It was like halfway through their video too. It was like them going to this fucking dinosaur love hotel. I'm like, oh god.
That sounds so cool though.
one has the bed
It's like,
up
like,
here
babe,
this.
will you make love to me next to the giant T-Rex?
Trusting the staircase in the
Life finds a way.
doesn't feel like the wisest choice. And what? Okay, with this, officially the second floor is already taking the prize for the more interesting floor. Aside from the mirror pointing right at the bed it
God damn it.
And Doug.
What's going on?
Oh, we're watching about an abandoned love hotel.
covered in trophies
Oh.
and
Oh.
old school photos.
Trophies of old kills. Loved ones, conquests, all.
Table tennis with all his money, and there are so many. Why are there so many? Who brought them here? Who left them here? Why are they here? Oh,
His enthusiasm and weird questions and wonder just make me
please let me know.
giggle like, okay, dude, come on.
Confusing is
You're way too excited for this.
You're way too hyped about this.
here.
I mean, I
I don't
would
think
be.
it's that.
There's no Trader Joe's in Japan. Especially
I just
not
don't think it's that deep for somebody leaving
right now, and this room
stuff like this
definitely
behind. I don't think.
set the bar really high for this floor. But right now we are out in the mountains just south of Nagoya, Japan. And
Of
considering
Nagoya.
This area is still some ways from the city. One of the most shocking things about this to me is the price that the owner has set this at. So this floor is definitely all about the high ceilings, but this room here has just been completely decimated.
I wonder how much this actually like
If there was
is.
going to be anybody
How much it would have all been. I don't know.
squatting in here, I feel like it would be in.
I was gonna say it just feels like squatters.
Really all
Yeah.
looks clear. We have another mirror here.
Yeah, I
pointing
can see
down
that.
To the bed. Also, for how old this place is,
Like a
one
place that's
thing
been
that
closed
a lot of
this
coat hangers
recently.
way
I feel
ahead
like there
of
would be just like
Right
a
now,
handful of
this
squatters,
place
which
in
is the
this
thing that
condition
also
is
kind of
listed
concerns
at
me about
5.8
going into quote unquote abandoned places.
Yeah,
exchange rate, that's
like
somewhere around
squatters can be.
$40,000
I'm not gonna lie, like squatters can be
This
kind of
condition,
dangerous.
which it managed to get into
Yeah, you don't know what the hell they're gonna do. You don't.
window to peek into this one here.
Half the time they're
as
probably on like
well.
what
And
20
again,
different types of drugs.
This is
Yeah, who knows? Like it's a look of the draw. What kind of person you're gonna deal with?
super plane room, tons of dead bugs and rat traps though. But other than that, that 40,000 or so US gets you a 500 square meter.
Yeah, it
building
can
or
really
1,300
be
square
scary,
meter
especially
block,
if
which
they're strung out.
Sounds like an absolute.
Kira, has that ever happened to you?
entire
Like
thing,
whenever
but it
you were
sounds
doing like
like
cosplay
airsoft
shoots?
field, but depending on what year, okay, the year was 1981. Depending on the month that it was built, it might be under the old earthquake code, and so you wouldn't even be able to keep the building. It would literally
Like, just
be the
curious.
lot in an area that is known for landslide risk.
Yep, a couple of
Now,
times.
which
Oh,
is
that's
obviously a pretty
terrifying.
Tough sell even at that price. And those first two rooms set the bar for this floor way too high. Let's head towards the office in the basement, and then the final. room
Oh, okay. Sorry, I just realized something about
again
this.
is Semi.
What's up?
It's a combiner in of itself. So this.
Oh, the hands?
Yeah, the hand is a combiner.
YouTuber buddy.
Yeah,
who
they,
hooked me up with
that's how they did the Predaking one. The hands combined into something.
Shouldn't.
So I'd imagine their hands would combine into something
As you
too.
can see, we haven't run into any people or squatters and whatnot, but there are animals in the area. So nighttime just didn't feel like a very wise choice. And speaking of wise choices,
What up, bro?
that brings us right back to this room.
Oh,
Goodbye,
so they.
bro.
Let's see. Luckily, we had a team. So,
basement.
yeah, that's terrifying.
When you have FiOS home internet from Verizon,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
save
Like,
over 40%.
you honestly
Movies
do
and
not
shows
know
you already love.
what are in certain areas that are abandoned or less traveled.
Caution down into the basement area.
Well, especially if you're like, you know, doing something that's like a cosplay shoot, you're kind of
Oh, that is
Exposing yourself there?
well,
there.
that
I
Vulnerable?
see that. Okay, that
yeah,
is
you're
the
vulnerable.
size
That's the
of a
word.
small
That's
hand.
what I was looking for. You're
Yeah.
even more
Pretty
vulnerable.
Sure he's alive too.
Yeah.
Just leave him be and continue our journey. Some pretty big crickets on the wall as well, and it seems like this.
I love it when the
may have
combiner
been
bits actually
the
turn
laundry.
into other things. Yeah, same here.
Yes, that brings us into.
I like that because it's like it's an extra bit of creativity and like interest from the people who made it. Of like, you know, but
Style giant.
you're not using this thing right now in this mode. Here, make it into something.
Room looks like it is the other end of the storage room we came in at the very beginning. Just
God, there's a combiner that I still want to get my hands on, but I don't know if I'm ever gonna get it anymore.
Which one is it?
It is TFC's King Poseidon. It is
Oh,
a third
that one's a
party.
good. That one's a good one.
Yeah, they and Toy Hacks have stickers for all of them, and I'm like, oh, oh,
Okay.
oh, I definitely want it now.
Pieces are coming together, which means
They have the noir color version, which is just like a black and purple, but it's so mundane and dull that I'm like, eh.
absolutely massive cricket. Like, take a look at that fire extinguisher for scale. That is the king of crickets right there. That brings us back into
Lord
this
Cricket.
hallway right here. I always like to share at least one.
Yeah, this is actually
best
kinda
place
cool.
around this time of year, but for this price, just an hour or so outside of Nagoya, would you consider buying this place?
Honestly,
Full
okay. Honestly,
walkthrough
hear me out.
cuts.
I kind of would.
Explore channel for anybody who wants to check
Buy
that out.
buy it.
I will link it.
You know, either.
What would you do with it though?
Life finds a way.
I'm sure it does, but I'm also just like concerned. I'm like, what do
What
you
that
do
I
over
what
there,
I
bro?
would do with an abandoned
Yeah.
love hotel?
What are you gonna do with an abandoned love hotel, bro?
Set up my own pachinko machine parlor. I don't know. Open up I don't know, like a bum fight sumo sumo wrestling ring.
Sumo wrestling.
Yeah, you know, bum fight sumo wrestling matches every Sunday.
Christ.
we got cracked out peg leg Haruo versus versus old man Sasuke.
Old man Sosuke Bosuke.
And then whoever loses has to fight Big Man Bob.
Big man.
Yeah, we don't know why his parents why a couple of Japanese people named him Bob, but here we are. His name is just Bob.
Bob.
But let's see here. No, we ain't doing Jurassic Fight Club. That's on Mondays.
Jurassic Fight Club.
I will have you know, I am a 5-time champion of Jurassic Fight Club. Damien has to earn back that the money that he spent on fixing the park because of my habits.
Majunga Tholis.
I had to beat up so many Carnotauruses. You know, after a while, once you like crack their skulls, they kind of go down a little easy.
Yeah. Oh, that show was so silly.
But yeah.
With their Minotaur.
But yeah, so that's where we're gonna end it for tonight.
Yeah.
We are gonna go raid. Who do we want to raid tonight? Let's see if any of our... Oh! I want to show this off. Guys, because I worked pretty hard on this. So, I made a channel trailer.
Oh.
So, I made a channel trailer, and I am actually, like, really, really proud at how this turned out. Let me see if I can... Let me see if I can pull it up. Let me see here. So let me move this over. Actually, let me do this. All right, there we go. So I want to leave off with my with my trailer because okay, so it was kind of hard for me to do because like I wanted to do like multiple things, right? I wanted to do like I had like several different ideas that I wanted in my head that I wanted to play out. I wanted to kind of go a little bit, a little bit more high energy. I wanted to kind of pull off a little skit or two. I was wanting to do a whole lot of things, but I was just like, I don't know what I want to do. And then I just said, I was just like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to go play it neat, play it straight, and see what happens. And it looks like people, it looks like it went over well. And it looks like people actually enjoyed it. So, oh, that actually looks really cool. Sorry, I just combined the spider. But yeah. So let me see here real quick. I want to where is here we go. I think this is it. Yeah. Here it is. Okay. I kind of want to do this as like a little transition too, like a little like scene transition. Maybe. Okay.
Let me.
There we go. I'll just put that on loop for a little bit. There we go. Okay. So this is my little trailer that I kind of put together. So 3, 2, 1, go. I want to clear the room. This is not constant farting. They just naturally slip out of my ass. Happy hands. I just have small hands. My hands are small. Yeah, it's us. Oh, she is with him. Okay. Oh, hang on. Okay, so we're gonna have to act fast. There I am. Hopefully Oh, come on! This right here. Just pondering my mere existence. I'll explain this. Am I just? This was my like our first interaction with like Honey. Like that was me and Honey's like first ever interaction with each other. It's very.
All right, guys.
And this is how we end the stream, everyone.
Just give me that fucking butt, boy. I welcome it. I welcome the abuse. Thank you. And we can see the menace in the background.
Yep, there she is.
There she is.
Look at
There is the Momo. The
Did
absolute.
you see it?
Yeah, it's like, did you see it? There is the Momo. The devil herself. No, Momo's great. I love Momo. We love Momo here. Mainly because it's like we're too terrified to say like we don't. The moment you say we don't love Momo, she'll just come bursting through the wall.
You want to say that again, boy?
Yeah, it's like what was that? She holds up a paper bag. It's like, what was that? Let me see here. Actually, let me see here. Let me put on my music again real quick for you guys. There we go. But yeah, guys. So tomorrow we are going to and I have to act quick because we're about to have a well, you know what, we'll raid after them. We'll raid after them the ads. We'll do that. So tomorrow I will be playing. Let's take a look. So I will be doing Elder Scrolls. And honestly, I am loving Oblivion. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, I am loving Oblivion. I think Oblivion's
a pretty...
It's a really fun game. I really love it. Mainly because it's like, I have never played it growing up.
Mm-hmm.
So this is honestly like my first time experiencing it.
Yeah.
And for my first time, I am actually like thoroughly enjoying it.
That's good.
Yeah, and I got my ass kicked by tiny little dinosaur demons.
Yeah. That's how they get you.
The I forgot what they're fucking called.
Clan Fear.
Yeah, the little dinosaur things.
Yeah.
What are they called? The Clan Fear?
Yep. Clan Fear.
Yeah, I got my ass clapped by Clan Fear, and so I was like, all right, fuck this, we're leaving. But yeah,
And
we're gonna
Yeah.
just sit. I was just gonna say, yeah, we're just gonna kind of sit here and just kind of chat while ads are rolling.
I think the only way I remember those things is because they are a creature you can summon in ESO as like the summoner class.
Oh, you can actually summon those little monsters?
Yeah, in ESO, I believe it's been like forever since I played it, but I remember like there's like a conjure class of mage, and you can just like summon them as like combat minions.
Oh, okay. Yeah, now we are in Outbreak Baby Jail.
Oh, very well.
Yeah, we're in Outbreak Baby Jail, but no, it's okay. Like, so Thursday I will be playing Ferocious.
Oh, I think I heard about that. It's like a dinosaur shooter game, right? It's like
Yeah, it's like a dinosaur survival shooter game. It's Jay was playing it. It's like a mixture of like Far Cry and Turok.
Turok.
Yeah, that's probably the best way to describe it. It's like Turok.
I haven't seen any like gameplay of it, so I kind of want to look at what's going on.
Yeah, and I think who we're gonna raid after all of this, we're gonna raid Terra. We're gonna raid Terra Raizu.
Oh.
I've never been able to raid Terra because mainly she's always we're always in like different times.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, like, I've always wanted to raid Terra. I don't do it often. So we're going to go say hi to Terra when people are back from Outbreak Baby Jail. And speaking of people who are back from Outbreak Baby Jail, we're going to go ahead and raid Terra Raizu. She is currently making a model, but I will catch you all later. I will be back tomorrow for some Ferocious, and then I think on Thursday... Yeah, Thursday. I'm sorry. Tomorrow's Elder Scrolls. Thursday is Ferocious. And then Friday, I'm going to be doing a collab with Cardin and probably some other people, and we're going to be playing Guilty as Sock.
Oh.
I can't wait to play
Guilty
that.
as Sock.
Yeah, Guilty as Sock. And then Saturday is we're going to be playing Necrophasis.
Necrophasis.
That is a game I have been so hyped for. And I'm so excited to play that game. But yeah, we're all going to go say hi to Terra. She's an absolute little cutie, and she is making a model for somebody. So until then, all of you lovely people, I'll catch you all later. Let's go say hi to Terra.